Skibbity, skibbity. Hawk to a hawk, Leo hawk. Merry Christmas! Why does it say hentai on Christmas? Why does it say it always says hentai, but I feel like normally I don't change it out of principle, but I feel like on Christmas I probably should change that. Crimbus. Alright. Hello, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Christmas so far. Anyone get any good presents? Any good presents? I got the present of Meta Knight. I got the present of Meta Knight. I don't know if this is supposed to be something else or if he's just supposed to be hanging here. But it's like my neighbor's girlfriend got me this, I guess they're kind of both my neighbors now, but my neighbor's girlfriend got me this Meta Knight figure thing. It's like a blind box, but she got a Meta Knight and she was like, you know who likes Meta Knight? Leora likes Meta Knight. That's what I got. You got games from me. That's giving yourself presents is the best kind of present. Let's be real. New phone, cool. What kind of phone did you get? Will the cake be yummy? I don't know if you guys are aware of what a Christmas cake is, because it is a very Japanese terminology. But if you're not familiar and you're like, what's the Christmas? I don't get it. Favorite Christmas cake? I don't understand. In Japan, essentially, I think it's kind of outdated in Japan now too. But back in ye old day, there was this thing called Christmas cake. Essentially, it means women over 25 years old, because they are no longer good after the 25th, just like a Christmas cake. Yes, essentially, Japan's version of a hag. Yes. So if you are not familiar, today you learned. Yes. Hag love, one man's trash is another's treasure, Leah. Please. Also, did you guys know that it is Leah's birthday very soon? So be sure to go check out Leah and give her lots of love, especially on her birthday. That's a crazy sentence. That is a crazy sentence, but you know, I'll take it. If it's Leah, I'll take it. Speak your truth, Leah. That's rough. Yeah, well, you know, truly, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Who knows? One man's hag is another man's cake. That's wiser words couldn't be spoken. Wiser words could not be spoken. Hags deserve love. So true. So true. But Lyra is a young maiden in my eyes. So that's also so true. I am a young maiden, aren't I? I am a young maiden, aren't I? The worst part is that the whole Christmas cake thing is really horrible, because it's like, you know, the whole thing is like they're not good after the 25th, but like, what if you're well past 25? It's like the whole concept is like, oh wow, like after you're 25 years old, you're too old. I'm like, fuck, what am I then? What am I then? I'm like a pile of dust at this point, because that's, yeah. 25 was a long time ago. Because I'm 2,102 years old, obviously. Obviously. You just need to age the wine a little more. Okay, speaking of aged wine, wine is not very good after it's been opened and like reclosed. I feel like it's just like, I don't know if I'm just like, because I usually just stuff the cork back in, and I feel like the wine always starts like smelling a little bit weird after a while. Anyway, also I have mead that my friend made, and I was gonna drink it, but it has like stuff on the bottom, and now I'm thinking that it might be mold. I think it might be mold. I think I might have waited too long to drink this mead, because I didn't realize, but it's like cloudy and it has stuff that's floating in it, and I feel like I shouldn't drink it. On second thought, I will not be drinking this mead. Christmas mold. Is it sealed? Well, it's my friend made this mead. So it is in a bottle that is like closed, but since he made it, it's not sealed per se. Sounds like yeast. I wouldn't drink it if it's homemade. Just like you. Oh yes, just like me. I have weird cloudy shit floating around in me too. Forbidden Christmas pulp. Sounds like a challenge. That's crazy. Free yeast in this economy. So true. No, my friend gave it to me. He gave it to me because he and his girlfriend made this like a while ago. This was before I moved. So that's how you know it's been a long time. It was before I moved, and I thought, oh, it's like alcohol. So before I moved, I didn't refrigerate it. But remember, my place was like fucking on fire before, the place I lived at before. And so yeah, I don't think I'm gonna drink it. I think it looks a little dangerous. It looks a little, I thought because it was alcohol that it would like stay okay for a really long time, but it's not looking too hot. When do you start becoming old in Valkyrie? Is never. No, the oldness and youngness is a mindset, okay? It's simply a construct created by our society to put down us women of more mature age, okay? It's not it's simply a mindset. Just be young. True. Speak your truth, queen. Age is just a number after all. Age is a mindset. My knees and back have different opinions. Men just want to tear down women with fully developed prefrontal cortex. That's crazy. That's crazy. My frontal lobe do be so developed that I think it's kind of like reversing in on itself now. I think my frontal lobe is a little too developed. It's been marinated in my brain juice for a little too long. I'm starting to get early onset dementia instead. It's freaking hot! It's Christmas. Why is it so hot? I might need to turn on the AC. I might need to turn on the AC on Christmas. That's crazy. Let me see. Well, how many degrees is it in the southern of California? It is a nice 72. Not the hot flashes. Yeah, I'm going. You know, the other day, I was talking to my mom, and I was like, do you think I have early menopause? My mom was like, what the fuck are you talking about? What was it? I forget. It was something. I was like having a symptom, and I was like, do you think I'm getting menopause? My mom was like, shut the fuck up. My mom literally told me to shut up. Don't scare your mother like that. It's possible to get early menopause though. That's like a real thing that you can get. You can get that. I mean, it's kind of more like it's actually like more like a disease, but you just get like a fever and you think it's a hot flash. It was something. I had some sort of symptom and I was like, this is so bizarre. What's happening to me? Is it menopause? That was where my mind went to. I want you to know. Ramsey, thank you so much for 30 months of Whalecaries. Hot flashes Valkyrie with a little bit of swag, busting it down Christmas style as she goaded with the holiday cheer. So true. So true. Probably dehydration. You know, I wish it was dehydration because oftentimes I do think, am I dehydrated? But I drink so much fucking water that like I'm just constantly pissing. It's like a 24-hour cycle of pissing. Non-stop pissing. By the way, speaking of piss, did you guys see Leah's tweet? Did you see Leah's tweet? Did you see Leah's fucking... Did you see her fucking throne gift? Amazing segue. Anyway, if you are curious about piss... My favorite gift of the year. Opens Twitter. it's something. I didn't even know that existed. But have you tried it yet? Has it arrived yet, Leah? Leah received on Throne this mechanism. I don't even know how it works. How does that work? Do you like strap it to you? She got a mechanism that allows her to piss standing up. You can finally use men's urinals. Can you aim it? I think you hold it. I see. Master, thank you so much for 30 months of membership. Merry Christmas, my Oshi. It was another great year with you. 10 hours until my flight to Japan, so I gotta sleep. I hope you have a great time. My favorite P-tuber. Are we getting to feet next armpits? Cuckoldry. What's to say we're not already into all of the above? I hope you have a safe flight and get some rest. Have fun in Japan. Very jealous. Very excited. Oh, I'm gonna learn. You can kinda aim. Why does it sound like you're speaking from experiences? Yeah, so that's interesting. That's interesting. Leah's throne gift sure is interesting. I'm very excited to hear your in-depth stream review on the device. Okay, it's okay. Hear me out. If you are a woman, you understand what I'm about to say here. Peeing in a cup fucking sucks. Like, anytime you go to the doctor and they tell you you have to pee in a cup, I'm like, ugh, like, no, I don't want to pee in a cup. And the AI summary, oh no, I'm scared. It really does, because sometimes the pee stream is not like a singular stream. Sometimes it kind of be just, you know, because the way that it works is the flaps sometimes get in the way. The trash can, thank you so much for 25 months of membership. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. And it just kind of gets everywhere, and it's really difficult to catch it into a fucking cup. And it's not like I can aim my vagina. It's really difficult to aim. And so sometimes you're trying to pee into a cup and all you do is pee on your hand. And that really fucking sucks. And then the cup is like just covered in, it's like the pee's barely in the cup, but it's like on the cup. And then you feel really bad for whoever the medical professional is that has to handle this fucking cup. So you sit there and you're like getting toilet paper and you're trying to wipe the fucking cup down and you pray that there's enough pee in there because there sure isn't any more pee in your bladder. And yeah, and then you turn it in really shamefully, knowing that they definitely know that you completely missed. And yeah. They give you a plastic bag to put the cup in. Yeah, but still. Is that a common girl issue? I would assume so. Seems like Leah knows what I'm talking about. They don't provide funnels? No, because if you had a funnel, that might be harder actually. Because where would you put because then you'd have to hold the funnel and you'd have to hold the cup. You guys don't understand. Like, peeing out of a vagina, you can't aim that shit. You can't aim it. A funnel will contaminate. Oh, that too. It's peeing is difficult, okay? You don't understand. You don't understand how difficult it is. I've heard so many different stories about like how men pee, and that shit is very strange. Like, I was watching this streamer and he was talking about how when he pees, he's like very against touching his penis. So what he does is like he'll unzip and he'll kind of like flip it out. Like he'll like jimmy and then like flip it out. And then he'll like use the zipper of his pants to like aim it. He'll like hold his pants and like aim with like the belt loops of his pants basically. And then he just uses that also to like shake it to clean it, which sounds insane. All of that sounds insane. Why does he hate his pee-pee? I don't know. Something psychology, something Freud. Bro's so homophobic that he won't touch his own pee-pee. I don't know. It might be like a sanitary thing. Like maybe he just doesn't like the idea of like potentially getting pee on his hands. I don't know. I'm not a man. I don't understand the complexities of peeing as a man. And there was I also saw this thing that was like a Leah, have you seen that thing? We should take that test together. It is like a test where it's like a man test. You're like supposed to pretend to be a man and you're in a bathroom and you have to select the urinal. The correct urinal. The urinal test. Have you heard of that? Like if somebody is standing at the second urinal and there's 5 urinals, which urinal do you go to, you know? So it's like it's supposed to be like, yeah, the bro code, man etiquette. Exactly. 135. There'll always be one urinal apart. Or share a urinal. I don't know. That sounds like a bro thing to do, you know? And then you guys can kind of joust in the middle and, you know, it'll be a good time. You stand next to him, help him shake it, actually. Sharing a urinal with the homies, for real. So true. That's a capital B bro thing to do. We don't sword fight with strangers. Oh, you're right. Only with the homies. You're so right. Never cross streams. Is that even a thing that you ever have to consider? To crossing streams? What would happen if the streams cross? Will there just be piss everywhere? This type of stream is why I subscribe to Lyrical Caribbean U Entertainment First Wave Support. So Todd, thank you so much for the tip. It is not showing up on my fucking stream elements. For God's sakes, why not? Hello? Oh, there it is. Just wash your hands and pee-pee, bro. Well, I guess I have OCD, so I sort of understand. Can you wash your pee-pee? Question. Because I've heard that the urinals don't have like toilet paper. So how do you clean your pee-pee off? You just shake it a bit. Oh, in the shower. No, I mean like right after you pee, you fucking weirdos. Like right after you pee in the public restroom. Do you just like whip it out and then like put it in the sink? You like turn on the sink and you like squat over the sink and then you just I heard if you sit, yes, if you stand up. I had a friend and he was like weirdly obsessed with, not obsessed, that's a very strong word. He was like very adamant about only peeing while sitting. I think he was saying something about it being more sanitary or something, or cleaner or less splashback. I don't know. I don't know shit about urinals or toilets. I didn't really ask for more information. It was a conversation topic that came up and he mentioned that and I was like, oh, I see. They just have pee in their pants because they shake it off and there's still pee in there. Men are just walking around with pee in their pants. You know what's worse is that you're technically not supposed to wash jeans. So that means every man who wears jeans and then follows the code of not washing your jeans, are your jeans just like pee soaked? Okay, but like, is it different if it's like circumcised versus uncircumcised? If you're uncircumcised, do you have to like peel back before you pee? You're not supposed to wash jeans? No, you're not. The whole point of jeans is they're not supposed to be washed. And if they are washed, they're only supposed to be like soaked with mild soap. You're not supposed to put them in the washing machine or the dryer. This is a real question I need an answer to. You're not supposed to wash your jeans. At least if it's like good jeans. If it's like cheap jeans, then yeah, you can wash them. You can do whatever you want. But like if they're real jeans, like good jeans, you're not supposed to wash them. Besides like just with water and mild soap. Anyway, who doesn't wash their No, you guys do not understand that that's literally how jeans works. You're not supposed to wash jeans in the washing machine. Master, thank you so much for the super chat. It's called a pair of peens, by the way. By the way, underwear exists. Yeah, but like if there's pee on your dick and then your underwear isn't gonna be protecting you all that much, right? I can't imagine. I imagine the underwear is soaked too. No. What do you mean real jeans? Because, okay, there's like fake jeans, like jeans that are not made of like full denim. They're like parts, like stretchy jeans. Those are not real jeans. Those are not 100% like denim, you know? You're really not supposed to you probably could dry clean denim. I'm assuming dry cleaning denim is fine, but you're really not supposed to put him in the wash if you have expensive nice jeans. That's just how that works. We're talking drops, not whole streams being put back in our pants. Well, I don't know. If I were to piss, if I were to sit on toilet and piss, and then I just did like a ferocious little shake like a fucking dog to get the pee off my vagina, and then I put my underwear back on, you best believe my underwear would have a lot of piss on it. So I don't know. Salza, thank you so much for the tip. It's really slow to update today, isn't it? I'll take one for the team. No need for the peeling. Also, no, not like you can't just use one of the toilets in case the super soaker streams. I see. So it is more sanitary-ish to pee in a toilet to sit down. 2 shakes. Thank you, sad boy, for the super chat. 2 shakes. More than that is playing with yourself. That's crazy. Then let the boxers the rest of work. Jeans wash once a week. I see. Interesting. You paint a beautiful picture. Gotta twerk the piss out for real, for real. I don't know. I don't know how pee works. I'm sorry. One of the most interesting Christmas conversations. I don't agree with any of this. Any of it. You don't agree with any of it. Not even a single bit. Pissmas. Oh, so true. Looking like a yellow Christmas. Banana, thank you so much for the super chat. Every time I catch streams, I hear something wild. This is why are there 140 people here? I feel like I was expecting, you know, it's a Christmas stream. Everyone's busy. I think usually the Christmas streams, we don't get that many people. Why is it the one time that we're talking about piss, we have so many people here? What are you guys doing? Go spend time with your families or something. Do something better. Don't you guys have something better to do? I love your streams, by the way. Your VTuber streams, not the other kind of streams we're talking about. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. P Talk does wonders for viewer retention. I suppose so. I suppose it does. I guess everyone is really curious. They want to know the answers. Don't turn this on in front of your family, by the way. They will probably judge you if you do. What if I tell you that you're projected on the big TV at the family dinner? Say hi. Okay, well, I'm just gonna say that it reflects more poorly on you than it does on me. I get woman buff. Leah knows what I'm talking about. I got woman buff. I can say whatever the fuck I want. I wish you warned me before the piss talk. I don't really think you understand where you are right now. I don't think you understand where you are right now. You thought this would be a normal Christmas stream? Alright, wait, I'm gonna turn on the AC. It's too fucking hot. Give me a second. I'm gonna get a hair tie and tie up some of my hair because it's really hot. I'm gonna give you the BRB screen because I know you guys miss seeing the BRB screen, but I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Beer, thank you so much for 25 months of membership. I should have known by now. So true. So true. On you. Alright, be right back. Jesus Christ. My thermostat says it's 80 degrees in here. That's crazy. No, I'm not pissing. I didn't piss. I just went to get a hair tie and turn on my AC. And I also put on a bra. Because it was getting kind of... So the thing is, the great thing about winter streams is that you can stream braless, but it's too hot. So I had to put a bra. She was streaming unprotected. She's hiding the fact that she pissed. Damn, see, if I had a penis, maybe I would have pissed, because then I could just shake it or whatever the fuck you guys do. Does a bra make it hotter? Well, okay, so the thing that happens if you have boobs, if you have big enough boobs, I guess, is that, also, Anon, thank you for the 420 tip. Sorry, it takes a second for the messages to load. First time watcher, why are you talking about piss? Is it a king thing? Do you do pee ratings? You know who does do pee ratings? You know who does do pee ratings? And I was really surprised about this. It actually Nova does pee rating. Well, I was hanging out with Nova. I was with Nova and I was with someone else, and then we went to the bathroom. It was like with Nova's friends, and then she like, we're on the way to the bathroom. She goes, after we came out, she goes, so how was your piss on a scale of 1 to 10? And we were both like, what? I like how everyone knew that. Everyone knew that factoid already. Baden Lee, thanks so much for 22 months of membership. Finished Christmas morning, then had the afternoon Christmas phone call to parents. Still finished. Still time before Christmas dinner. The stream timing slots in nicely. I'm glad. I tried to like schedule it so it's like after dinner for EST, but before dinner for PST, to try to accommodate as much as possible. Like her own, I thought you meant others. Well, she asks you for your piss rating. And I usually go like, I don't know, 6. I usually do that every time. I just say like 6 because very rarely do I have a pee that's like way above average, and then very rarely do I have a pee that's like way below average. You know what I mean? I don't really have much of a... There's not much of a scale for me there, you know? Anyway, the thing about boobs. Let me talk about boobs and bras again. What's the criteria for an above average piss? That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like really, really good. Like it feels like you're like cooming or something. I don't know. I've never had a piss that good. I guess if you've been like holding it that badly and then you go pee, then I'd probably rate it like a 8 or a 7. But I can't imagine like a 10 out of 10 piss. Like what is a 10 out of 10 piss like? Only a night after drinking have I had 10 out. Oh, I guess like if you like really need a pee after like drinking, that could be a pretty good piss, I suppose. Anyway, back to the boobs and bra talk. Essentially what happens is if you do not wear a bra and your boobs are large enough and it's really hot, the skin touches the skin, right? Because obviously a boob is gonna naturally sag. Waiting for the saggy boob jokes. But anyway, it's gonna naturally sag, so there's gonna be like skin touching skin, and obviously sag love is crazy. The skin touching the skin generates more heat as any skin touching skin does. But on top of that, the reason why it's really uncomfortable is not because of the touching, it's because of the sweat. The hag sag. It is the hag sag. But yeah, anyway, that's my big floppy boobies. They're just, you know, do your tits hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? That's literally me right now. Yeah, anyway, so when you wear a bra, the bra like holds it up so that it's not touching your skin, and there's like also now fabric in between, and then it kind of isolates the tatas from the rest of your body, and it also helps absorb the sweat, and yeah. It's an overall much more comfortable experience. That's the boob story, the titty story. That's why I had to put on a bra. So if I'm like, especially if I'm like talking a lot and I'm like sweating a lot, It's really, really uncomfortable. To which, of course, I was, because like I said, my apartment right now is 80 degrees inside, which is ridiculous. 80 degrees is so freaking hot. So hot. Yeah, anyway, that's why I put on a bra. 80 degrees on Christmas. I think the part of it is just like the way that our apartment faces. It's just really hot in here. We get a lot of sunlight and it just gets super, super hot. Holy shit, that's a good summer day here. It's not 80 degrees outside, but it is 80 degrees in the house. So I put the thermostat at 76, so hopefully it'll cool down in here. During the stream, we're talking about boobs. Well, that's better than what we were talking about earlier, so we'll take it. I get that. My flat is always really warm too. Yeah, it's just like sometimes the direction that the windows are facing or something. I don't know. I thought I picked a direction that you're supposed to get a lot of sun, but like not direct sun. But I don't know shit about that stuff. But I think it's also because like our apartment is not quite. It's kind of like on a diagonal street, so it doesn't like quite hit one direction, if that makes sense. Anyway. Living in higher floors, I never turn on my heat. I always have my AC on. Yeah, I live in a higher floor too. Maybe that's also part of it, actually. I don't live on the highest floor, but I live on a pretty high floor. I mean, my building's not super, super high, but it is pretty high, I would say. Going from P to boobs to an unsuspecting viewer, this is probably a fetish stream. Okay, let's be real. Every VTuber stream is technically a fetish stream. You want to call my stream a fetish stream? Have you seen even the most say-so ASMR streams? I've literally never had to turn it on, even in the dead of winter. Oh, man, I just moved here, so I haven't had a winter here yet. It's not looking good. Because I think recently... Okay, so this is part of my menopause thing, too. It's been really, really hot in this apartment, and I actually... really recently have been preferring the cold, which is crazy because growing up I've always really hated the cold and I've been really sensitive to the cold, but nowadays I feel like I'm not as sensitive to the cold and I'm actually like I prefer it to be a bit cold. But I think also part of it is the actual streaming aspect of it, because I think when I stream I get really hot. In general recently I feel like I've been increasing body temperature in terms of like when I talk a lot. Yeah. Oh, the computer. Oh, that's so true too. My computer is really, really, really hot. I was like, what if I dual PC streamed? And then I was like, nah, I would literally burn alive. I would literally burn alive. I heard we're talking about boobs. We're not talking about boobs anymore, chat. Get your minds out of the gutter. I would never talk about boobs or piss or vaginas or dicks. That's so uncouth. So uncouth. I'm sorry, the topics move so fast. That's not what the AI summary is saying. How? The AI summary is slow, okay? You can't trust that thing. It's AI. She's the youngest and most say-so streamer. I know. I'm so young. Damn, like if you think about like fucking 25 as a Christmas cake, damn, Christmas cakes are really young too. I wish I was 25. Fuck. Actually, I don't know. No, I don't. I feel like I was when I was 25. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where was I when I was 25? You know what was great about being 25? I definitely do miss being able to drink without any consequence. I think I get so many bad headaches now from drinking. It's like if I drink too much on too empty of a stomach, I get a headache. If I get a hangover, I get a headache. And if I get a hangover, I'm just out the whole fucking day now because I'm just... yeah. Like that time I told you guys about when I was in Canada and then I went drinking with my friends and then I threw up before the plane and I threw up on the plane and I got off the plane and I threw up again and then I was sick at Coconut's house for like hours before feeling better. You don't know what you have until it's gone and you get terrible hangovers. you get hangovers, you get back pain, you get migraines. 20, I was unstoppable. 30s, I was very stoppable. That's literally me right now. It's, I used to drink so much. Honestly. I really drank so much, and now I think I'm paying for it maybe. My body is paying the price. I also kind of have liver problems, like genetic liver problems, not alcohol associated liver problems. But that's probably not helping. Probably gonna be alcohol related liver problems soon. At 25, I was bulletproof. At 30, I realized it was time delayed. Literally that. Not the genetic problems. Yep. Luckily, I don't have the worst genetic problems, because there are other genetic problems in my family. Like my stepdad's side. Because my stepdad obviously is not my biological dad. His side of the family, almost all of their women have had some form of cancer. It's like some kind of genetic thing, but only the women, not the men, which is crazy. So like a lot of the women on that side either passed or are cancer survivors. But I'm just like, holy shit, imagine if I had that gene. I'd be stressed out for like my entire life. Even if you don't get it, it's just like you get super stressed out because you think you could get it, right? Because it's like genetically in your family. Cancer and brain problems run in my family too. Yeah, it's like really stressful. I hope it does not affect you. I hope it skips your genes. It's like a time bomb. Yeah, essentially. Anyway, I don't have those genes though, so luckily I skipped that one pretty hard. But I have had a lot of family members succumb to cancer, so very unfortunate. It's a really hard thing. I don't know why this conversation has switched this way. Now it's really somber. I don't want it to be somber. It's Christmas. We should be talking about piss and boobs. We should be talking about piss and boobs. That's the Christmas spirit. Anyway. Piss and boobs. Can we go back to the pee conversation? What did I get? Oh, I also got some shoes that I really wanted. My mom got me some shoes because I sent her a link for some of the shoes that I wanted, and she got them for me. And that was a really nice gift that I received. I need ideas for a white elephant, chat. I got a tip. Give me a second. Fucking stream elements. I gotta manually refresh it. It's so annoying. Zelda, thank you so much for the tip. This is a public service announcement. Make sure you don't drink on an empty stomach, no matter your age. Don't want to end up getting thrown from a bus as the first thing you remember afterwards. Ooh, yeah, that'll definitely happen. How much is the limit? It's like $20. I kind of want to get a TCG related gift because I feel like that's fun and very me. And I feel like everyone right now is into pee funnels, toilets. Leah, stop. Leah, I swear to God. I'm not bringing a pee funnel to the white elephant. My God. I'm just saying. Link it. You can, if you want the link, you can go to Leah's fucking Twitter account and see the link. It wouldn't be a white elephant to remember. It'd be a fucking yellow elephant at that point. Coward. Okay, the other problem is that it's a lot of like couples too, so it's not just gonna be girls. I gotta get a gender neutral gift, okay? And a pee funnel is very specific for one gender. If you want a TCG gift, it should be a starter deck for a game you want to promote. Grand Archive, wink wink. I'm thinking it could be like a booster pack for Pokemon. Is there any Pokemon booster packs that have like a value of $20, like that are not loose booster packs? Like, do they have those like sets? Those like ones that come in a fancy looking box? How much is a Squatty Potty? Wait, Leah, have you used a Squatty Potty? We actually were just talking about the Squatty Potty. Is it not called a Squatty Potty? I'm pretty sure it's called a Squatty. You guys are gaslighting me now. Squatty Potty. Yeah, it is a Squatty Potty. I kind of wanted to get one of those. Squatty Potty is actually kind of good. You can get the Surging Sparks lunchbox. I think it's a decent price. Oh, really? Okay, let me see. Surging Sparks lunchbox. I gotta see if my local game store will have them. The lunchbox is so cute too. It has a little Pikachu on it. I wonder if my local game store will have these. Those are in Target. If I remember, around $23 around that price. I don't know if they've changed it. I gotta see if I can get lucky. Oh my goodness! PK2KY, thank you so much for the $100 dono. That's insane. Bah humbug. Is this the one and only Lyra Needs Her Scrooge? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I feel like PK2KY, you always show up just to drop big buckaroonies. And then you disappear. Come back. Thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Wow, that's crazy. $100 is insane. Thank you so, so much. I hope you have a wonderful holidays too. And I hope you guys enjoyed the Christmas Carol, by the way. If you guys haven't seen, it's on the main VNU official channel. And I posted it in the community page as well, so you can check it out there. But the Christmas Carol was really, really good. Had a lot of little inside jokes in there. The Palcaries are in there, so you can check yourselves out in there. The Surging Sparks lunchbox looks great. I'm gonna really try to look for this one. The thing about Target too is I got like last time I went to Target, I had like the Target circle thing or whatever, so I have like points and shit, and they were like, oh, you can get $5 of like a gift card. I was like, oh great, I would love to. And then so I fucking got a $5 gift card, and the next time I went to Target, I tried to use it, but I was on a work trip, so I was like with my coworkers, and I tried to use it, and they were like, oh, it says invalid. And we had waited there for a really long time because we got stuck behind this person who was like trying to do like a return, and they were like doing all this stuff. Anyway, so I was like, fuck, I don't want to keep us waiting here even longer because we've literally been in line for like 30 minutes, and I have to like go ask them about the fucking gift card because it didn't work, which sucks. Target, no, like Target. Like Target, the the circle store, superstore. I don't know what they're called. In Korea, we call those type of stores matte. So like a super is a grocery store, and then a mart is like a Target or a Walmart. Which is weird because we don't have that distinction in English. We just call like Targets and Walmarts like Targets and Walmarts, you know? Can't believe you got scammed. I know, I feel scammed. I gotta probably talk to them about that. Do marts have groceries? So they can, like Target, how Target and Walmart has groceries, but the marts tend to be bigger and have like other stuff. Like they'll sell you like, they'll have like a whole section for like makeup, for example, or like, I guess grocery stores have diapers too, but like toys and stuff like that. Just like how like a supermarket here and like a grocery store here versus like a Target and a Walmart are different. Aren't they called department stores? No, department stores are completely different. Department stores are multi-storied. The building is branded as one. It's a singular building. It's kind of like a Macy's. So like the building is branded like a Macy's is branded as a Macy's, and then inside of the department store there are multiple other stores that can buy retail space within that store, which is different because Macy's is not selling retail space. You just like allow Macy's to sell your items, but department stores in Asia are like one big building that have multiple spaces where you can purchase a space to own a store, basically. I think we just call them superstores. I guess we do call them superstores, but it's not like you'd be like, hey, you want to go to a superstore? You know what I mean? My brother gets people $30 gift cards to gas stations that only exist around him. Is his way of saying you have to put the effort to visit instead of him doing it. That's kind of cute though. I know like it can seem a little asshole-ish, but I actually think that's a really cute gift idea because it's kind of like a, hey, I want to hang out with you that if I give you this, it forces you to come to hang out with me. And I think that's actually a little cute. I think obviously you can take that with poor intentions, like, oh, like he doesn't want to make the effort. But I think it's like it's actually kind of a thoughtful gift, because then it's like almost like a promise, right? Oh, we're definitely going to hang out again, right? Like that's kind of the promise that I see in it. That's cute. Must be a Canada thing, as we call the Target, Sears, etc. department stores. Oh, you call Target a department store? I see. But yeah, I think probably I'll get a Pokemon card pack thing or something that's worth. I really wanted to do the thing where you get wrapping paper and you wrap it to make it look like a penis. So I was thinking about getting 2 of those Pokeball things, making that as the balls, and then just getting like loose packs or something for the shaft. But then that would require me to actually get wrapping paper, which I don't have. So I don't think I'm going to do that. Also, I don't know these people super well. So I don't want to make them be like, what is this? Who is she? Why is she like this? I think you have too much free time. Well, I don't. That's why I'm not going to do it. But I wanted to. It was a thought that I had in my head. Did you see the video where the guy bought this kid a gift card, but then wrapped it to look like a 6-foot giraffe? That's been like the trend right now. So that's what I've seen. Like, it's like the penis one I've seen. I've seen this one where like they just all made them into like giant. It was really cool looking too. Like giant cartoon characters. So I saw like a Minion, a SpongeBob, but like they were like really well made, like huge gifts. And it's supposed to be like a white elephant type thing too. And I thought that was really fun. So anyway, I wanted to do a penis one too, but yeah, I don't think I'll have time. It's my neighbor who's hosting the party, so it's a lot of like him and his girlfriend's friends, who I'm like not super familiar with, and it's like my first time being invited to their Christmas thing. So I don't want to like, I think it would be funny, and I think a lot of people would get a kick out of it, but I also don't want to be that person. Oh yeah, the body bag ones. Yeah, those are pretty funny. If the Pinor one doesn't work, why not a Vajoon? A Vajoon is much harder to make a very obvious out of gift wrap paper. Hey, I got you a suspicious looking package that looks like a dildo, but it's really a children's card game packs. So true. Are they the type to care about Pokemon cards? See, so normally I would say no, but I think genuinely because of Pokemon TCG Pocket right now, I think everybody's into Pokemon cards. I think everyone would be happy to receive Pokemon cards right now. Very strange. Very strange. Like, it's a weird world we live in. I mean, it's great. I'm happy about it. Don't get me wrong. But it is really interesting to see, like, how much of a resurgence the Pokemon community has had since TCG Pocket. It's like everyone plays TCG Pocket now, so they want to, like, open packs. Whereas, like, if I got something like, I don't know, even, like, Digimon or Yu-Gi-Oh packs, I think only, like, 20% of the room might be excited, right? Whereas if, like, I got Pokemon packs, I think everybody would want in on it. Especially because it's a lot of, like, people and like a lot of couples. So, like, I don't want to cater to, like, one gender or the other. And I feel like Pokemon's a little bit more universal compared to something like Yu-Gi-Oh. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh is, like, mostly dudes. At least in my experience or from what I've seen in my circles. Obviously not with the VTubers because we all like Yu-Gi-Oh, but you know, just in general, I mean, to generalize. They can also have fun opening it during the party. Yeah, totally. I think that's why it's a really fun present. Pokemon's more mainstream knowledge. Anyone knows Pikachu. That's true too. So anyway, that'll be kind of what I'm thinking. I gotta just find something that's good value for $20 because I think $20 will buy you like what 4 packs individually, which is probably like for us as TCG gamers, that's like, yeah, that's the best value. You get 4 packs. You should just do that. But I think like for a white elephant, you want it to look a little bit more tantalizing. So I think something like a lunchbox or something like one of those boxes that have a bunch of cards in it are a little bit more interesting for something like that. You know what I mean? Merry Christmas, Kuno! Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. If you guys haven't seen Kuno's incredible, amazing art, Christmas art that he did, go check it out. I retweeted it, but it's also on his own Twitter. I'm gonna show you on stream. It's kind of huge, though. Where is it? I hate resizing stuff on OBS. It's such a pain in the ass. It's gonna be huge. Oh, Jesus, yeah. Give me a second. Kuno, you don't have to give me a super chat. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. You don't have to do that. Thank you. This art was a gift enough. Also, Mimi, thank you so much for the gifted membership. I think you're trying to snipe Kuno. But I do really appreciate it. Be sure to thank Mimi if you received a gifted membership too. Here we go. You can set it to be the size of the screen and then it's easier to resize stuff if it's too big. Really? How do you do that? Is it in properties? Nope. Transform fit screen. Oh! Oh! I didn't know that. Thank you. Learn something new every day. This was Kuno's really incredible, amazing artwork. You can check it out again on his own page. But from the left to the right, we have Meow, we have Nova, we have me and Kokone looking very cute. We got Non, we got Meiko, we got Nana, and we got Mogu. Very cute. I really like. Oops. I really like me and Kokone's little interaction here. It looks like I'm playing like a gacha game. I'm playing Nikke and Kokone's watching me play Nikke, you know what I mean? Nova manspreading is so good. When Kuno showed me the whip for this, I was actually cracking up because of Nova's pose too. Mimi, thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Be sure to thank Mimi if you receive one. Lots of hearts and chads and chap, please. Thank you. Let me remove this now. But anyway, if you want to look at the image more, you can go check out Kuno's page as well. Oh, you got Leah. Nice. Leah, you can use emotes now. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate the Christmas gifts. Enjoy the holidays. Thank you. Enjoy the holidays too, Kuno. I forgot what we were talking about, but anyway. Holiday spirit. It's a holiday spirit, holiday season. I don't know the lyrics. And Santa Claus is coming to town with every something. I don't know. Oh yeah. He's coming down the chimney down. Okay. We've spent an hour yapping. Jesus. We're going to go read our tree. So I thought I could close tree submissions, but actually I could not close tree submissions. So technically while I'm reading them, I think you could add to them. I don't know when they close. How do I make it close? I don't know how to make it close. So we're gonna go through it. Let me set up the scene here. If you guys are unfamiliar with the tree, we had a Color My Tree open, which is like a marshmallow type situation, where you can send very nice messages to me and I will read them, since we've been talking for an hour. So it's not going to be about the piss boob conversation is officially over. But let me show you guys. Okay. It's really cute. So, oh, you can't see my cursor. Let me see cursor. There we go. You get to pick like a little decoration. So everyone got to pick their own decoration that they put on the tree. So we have 3 very full trees here, and we're gonna go read through the messages. It might get a little sappy. So we're gonna start getting through it. It's gonna be pretty long, I think, because you're able to leave a pretty long message, and I'm gonna read through all of them. So If your message is bad, by the way, my Mane-chan was not able to filter through, so I'm gonna very quickly, I'm gonna assume that none of these are bad, but if they're bad, I'm gonna actually bonk you to the end of the universe because, yeah. The sap from the tree. Oh, it has the little, like, ornament that you picked on the top right, too. That's really cute. Okay, we're gonna go from the first one from Prospagonist. Happy holidays, Lyra Valkyria VNU. I'll use my full government name. Your streams have helped me through some chaotic work stress this year, and I can only hope the Palkers can offer a fraction, 1%, I guess, of that relief back to you. Your life sounds wild out of context, and it does make me sad seeing all the hardships you gotta fight through. Here's hoping you get some proper rest during our wagey holiday break. Love you lots, you old soul. Thank you so much, Prospagonist. I really appreciate it. I think, you know, considering that a lot of shit happens to me, I will say that I feel like I'm fairly optimistic about my own life. I feel like, not that it's the trauma Olympics or anything, but it's really not, it hasn't really ever been that bad. It's always just like a lot of weird little things that happen. So I really can't complain, especially because I feel like this year in particular, 2024, has been absolutely one of the best years of my life. And I know you guys can definitely tell because we've been together now for almost 3 years. You guys can see kind of my attitude shift over certain things, or even like the way that things have been for me has been a lot more positive this year than the last 2 years, especially when I started streaming, like the very first time I started streaming, so many years ago, before I joined VNU and all that. I really started, one of the reasons why I started streaming was I was really depressed. Like, that was probably the most depressed that I had been my entire life. And so anything beyond that initial time I started streaming it's only gone up for me. So I feel incredibly grateful and blessed and really happy to be where I am, and to be able to be here and to hang out with you guys. And another thing that I'm like really fortunate about, and I talk about this all the time, but is like the community that you guys are. Obviously, some props to me. I'll pat myself on the back because I really cut out anyone who's like weird or annoying. But I'm really proud of like the community that I have. I feel like you guys are genuinely a really good group of people that genuinely have my best interests at heart. And I think that especially in this VTuber space, it is really difficult to find that. And a lot of times you will see a lot of bad actors or a lot of people who try to take advantage of the streamer and try to, like, you know, do really horrible things, or, you know, get like too parasocial. I think obviously any sort of internet personality, there's gonna be some level of parasocialism. Like, we can't, I will never expect that to fully be gone, but I do think that you guys treat me with a lot of respect, and I like to believe that I treat you guys with an equal amount of respect too. And I believe that like what we have between like as streamer and chat is really respectful and much closer to friendship than a lot of other streamer and chat relationships that I've seen, where there's a lot of really like intense like power play one way or the other, or even like where it's like too parasocial and it's like too reliant on each other almost. I feel like we have like a really good, like a really healthy level of reliance on each other a little bit. Like, I miss you guys if I don't stream for a while, you guys miss me if I don't stream, you know, all those things. And we have like a little bit of like loneliness if we can't hang out. I think that's very normal and that's like okay, but it's not super unhealthy or like crazy. So I really do appreciate you guys a lot more than you probably know. I brag about you guys all the time to a lot of the people around me. I talk about like how proud I am of having such a sane and kind and understanding chat. And I think there's a lot of things that like, if I wanted to, I could be super parasocial and I could be like, oh my god, like you guys are like my boyfriend, and like, oh my god, ooh woo, like whatever, and really play that up. And I'm not shaming anyone for doing it. I think like, you know, get that bag, queen. But I personally, what I wanted in this journey and what I was looking for was like friendship, and I really wanted that out of this, and I feel like that is what I have gotten out of it, and I'm really proud of that. I feel like if I were to like really push or lean into that sort of stuff, I could probably make way more money. I could probably make way more money. That's definitely true. But, you know, I've never been in this to make a quick buck. It's really not a job that pays you very much. I think a lot of people think like, oh, you just be a girl and you turn on stream and you make all the money. And there are girls that do. Don't get me wrong. But it's, if you want like a healthy relationship with your chat, it's really, really, really difficult to get that sometimes. Anyway, I'm just kind of rambling, but you know, as I said, this is going to be a little bit of we're reading sappy messages, and I'm also just reflecting on this past year. My misfortunes are very, very little, very nominal compared to what I think a lot of other people are going through, for example. I really try not to like, I'll complain, obviously, because sometimes if I complain, it gets kind of off of my chest a lot better that way. But I don't ever want it to seem like Leora suffering and having the worst time ever and her life really sucks, because my life does not. It doesn't. I really am so fortunate for so many things. I'm fortunate to have a job. I'm fortunate to have a job that I care about, that I love, that I enjoy my coworkers, that I you know, whatever it is, I'm fortunate that I can stream. I'm fortunate to be at VNU. I'm fortunate to be Leora. I'm fortunate to have a community like you guys. Like, I have so many things that I'm so grateful for, that I think the little things that bother me obviously will bother me, but I would not by far ever say that I'm having a hard life or that my life is more difficult than anybody else's. So I hope that even though I complain and whine about things, I hope it never sounds like I'm ungrateful for anything that I have and that I'm not like living my best life, because I'm absolutely right now living my absolute best life, and I'm just having like so much fun being myself right now and being able to do what I'm doing. So anyway, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the lovely message. And also, see, it's not updating. Fucking Stream Elements. Do your fucking job. Zolta, thank you so much for the super chat or the $5 tip. It's been such a joy experiencing your happiness increasing, and it's such a fantastic time to be a part of the community. One of the best IMO. Biggest hugs and all the love to you, Leora, and my fellow Valkyries. Aw, that's so sweet, Zolta. Thank you. And speaking of which, we do have Zolotath's message here. From Zelotath, I'm not really a holiday person, but I could not miss the opportunity to wish my favorite young and say-so hag fetus. In all seriousness, I hope you have the best dang Christmas ever. I unfortunately won't be able to make the Christmas stream unless you're literally here. But I hope you and every Valkyrie plus bonus guest have the best time. I already got the best present of my life when I discovered you, and through you, the other wonderful girls. So I hope everyone can get something wonderful. Something as wonderful as this entire year has been for me. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Zeltath, if you don't mind me asking, how did you find my streams or VNU? Did you find me first, or did you find like VNU in general first, or did you find like another girl first? I'm always just curious. I'm not like trying to be like, who did you watch first? It's not that. I'm just like, I always like to know like where you guys came from to see the stream, like if you guys saw an ad, or if you guys saw like if you guys saw us at Offkai, or if you guys got introduced through a friend, if you saw on like a random other Discord server through collabs. Like, I'm always curious. It was specifically you traumatizing poor Irie with a strip. Ah, yes. That, my birthday stripper story. The birthday stripper story, it's really funny because I have had, you know, that actually happened. It's crazy because I think some people really don't believe me, but that happened when I was 21, which was many moons ago for me, right? Because I'm old. That was on my 21st birthday, and I've had that story now for many years, like I've said, and it's gone to the point where I've told it a number of times to like other people, and it's just like a funny party trick story that I can tell that I really didn't think anything of, but I think that clip blew up for a bit, which was really surprising. That was like one of the clips I think popped off, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? And then I think I thought about it. I was like, well, it is a pretty ridiculous story, to be honest. And I think that's why I had equally amount of people not believing me, which is fine. I don't care if people don't believe me, but it is funny. And I think I mentioned it to you guys, but somebody who was there with me, one of my friends, it was her birthday too, so we were kind of having a joint birthday party. She also was mentioned, like, do you remember when we did that? And I was like, yeah, I actually told that story on stream and people didn't believe me. And she was like, what? I was there. I was like, yeah, I don't know. It was like kind of like a funny thing that I like to tell. And she was like, oh, that's crazy. But it was pretty, yeah. You know what else is a funny party trick story? Your existential crisis with apple juice. Shut the fuck up. We're not talking about apple juice. Thank you so much for that super chat. The way you handle frank topics about the realities of streaming and cultivate an atmosphere of mutual respect has not only made you my favorite streamer, I think it's even helped me better support other streamers too. Aww. You guys are gonna make me cry. I'm glad to hear that. I really, really do appreciate that. It's hard, right? It's like this space, this sort of like weird VTuber streamer space, it's new for like everyone, right? Like this hasn't been around that long. I think people are trying to figure out what the etiquettes are, like where the boundaries lie and all of those things. And I think that because a lot of times there's like that whole like kayfabe aspect too, like it's for some people, like they can't be frank about the stuff, and I completely understand that, right? Because for them it's like their business. This is how they make their money, this is how they make their primary income, whatever it is. And I think it can be really difficult to broach certain topics about drawing lines with boundaries and stuff like that outwardly when you're trying to play this character, right? So I think that the least that I could do is talk about my experiences, and hopefully that helps like other people relate or help the audience. So that's like really, really amazing to hear. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you saying that. Waverly, thank you so much for 11 months of membership, 1 more month to your sword. Merry Christmas. My first Leo stream was a shower lesson stream, and I've been a Valkyrie ever since. The shower lesson stream was also crazy. That was like, I think I said something like, what if I just gave you guys a tutorial how to shower? That would be so funny. Like, that's so stupid. I'd never do that. And then you guys were like, wait, can you? And then I like started doing it, and then we turned it into a clip, and that was very, very silly. If you guys are not familiar with any of these clips, by the way, all of these clips are on my own channel. So you can go through my video tab on the top there and scroll down. You can find most of these clips. I think I have the strip club story, and I have the shower story clipped on my channel, because that was back when we were getting clips on the channel. So they have some good content on there, some funnies for sure. I feel like I'm more on the team side when I saw you first collab to the Common Writer collab with Naki. I should have first joined with the unhinged stuff, not normie Common Writer. Okay, first of all, I wouldn't call Common Writer normie, but second of all, I also really appreciate that, because I do still really love Common Writer. Oh my god, actually my friends, my neighbor and his girlfriend, like I mentioned earlier, they came back from Japan and they got me this Gav keychain, but it's a blind box. I need to open it. I'll try to open it on stream, but the thing is I haven't seen Gav yet, but I also found out that somebody else in the TCG community that I'm in, another girl, she likes Common Writer. I didn't know this. And so I was like freaking out, and I like messaged her and I was like, oh my god, you like Common Writer? And then she showed me this site that I can watch, at least Gav. There's a site that I can watch Gav on, so I'm pretty excited. So I'll be watching Gav very soon, hopefully. Heck yeah. Fun fact, you and I have the same keyboard model, Tiger 80. Did you buy it because of me, or did you just have that already as well? Because honestly, the Tiger 80 wasn't my first choice. I think I talked about it. I really wanted the QK, the QWERTY keys. I wanted the QWERTY keys keyboard, but back then, I think now you can get the QWERTY keys keyboard pretty easily, but back then QWERTY keys were all pre-order / like drop only. So I was a little bit upset. Now you can get them, and I kind of do want another keyboard, but I really don't want to make another keyboard. Making a keyboard was like but maybe I could do it on stream again. I feel like if I do it on stream, at least like you guys can help me through it like you guys did before. Okay. Next one here. Thank you again, Zelatath. We have Mimi. Merry Christmas, Leah. It's been a roller coaster of a year, so I'm happy and extremely grateful to celebrate another Christmas with you. Hoping you receive all the presents and love you deserve. Thank you so much, Mimi. Really appreciate it. It's also like all of you guys, you know, on this list have been incredible community members too. And I've been extremely grateful to have you guys as a part of my community, because I feel like, again, there's a lot that I do, sure, but I do think there's a lot that you guys do in helping curb the weirdos. Like, I think it's, you know, any sort of social situation can be, if someone is being weird on stream, if I say, hey, you're being weird, then it becomes like, oh, the streamer, like, ugh. But like, if it's another chat member also being like, hey, that's kind of weird, I think it kind of shames them into leaving, because what they want is they want the rest of the chat to agree with them, and they want to like bully the streamer or whatever it is. But I feel like you guys have always been really good about really understanding my own boundaries and then helping to protect that and to enforce that within the streams too. And then also just being like exemplary like community members by just not being weird in chat too. I think that helps, because then people who are actually weird will see that and be like, oh, everyone else is being normal except for me. Like, I gotta get out of here kind of thing, right? Anyway, it really helps a lot. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you guys being here, and I really appreciate the messages. Thank you, Mimi. King Killer 777. What is this icon? What is this? Is this like an Oshi mark thing? Is this like, I can't tell what this is. I hope it's not something important. I think you're amazing. I really enjoy watching your videos and streams. I wish you the best in 2025. Thank you. Can you believe it's already 2025? Kind of insane. But also it does feel like 2025 was like this year, because I kept thinking that this year was already 2025. Like, there was one time I was signing a legal document. I think I told you guys this. And I signed it as 2025, and I realized that it wasn't 2025. And I was really confused. When you submit something, you can lock it so only the creator can see. Oh, I see. I didn't know you guys could read everybody else's messages. That's cool. But really appreciate that. Thank you. From Heavens, thank you, Lyra, for all the amazing content you have given us and for being the cutest and dorkiest hag with love. I know, you reignited my love for TCG and even got me into new ones, and I can't thank you enough for it. And I can't forget to thank you for throwing me down the idol rabbit hole. Help me. I hope we can make more fun memories in the years to come. If you guys are not aware of this context, by the way, Heavens was going to Japan, and Heavens actually just went to Japan and just came back, I believe. But Heavens went to Japan like earlier this month and had posted like sometime, because I think they went at the end of November, early December, and they posted in the Discord like, hey, I'm planning on going. I kind of want to watch some idols. Like, if you have any recommendations, something like that. And obviously, you can't ask me for idol recommendations without me going absolutely ham. So, idols, much like VTubers, have like corpos. So, like, you know how like HoloLive has multiple groups in it. They have like HoloLive Gamers. They have HoloLive EN and ID. And so when Heavens was going to go, I recommended them my favorite idol company, like Small Corpo. And they were having like an idol, like a event, like a festival. And Heavens was able to go, which was incredible. I'm really happy that you were able to go. And they had a really good time. And you got so many checkies too. That's crazy. I feel like whenever I go to those events, usually I'm just going for like one group though. I think Heavens got like 6 checkies with 6 different groups. That's fucking dedication, because that shit is tiring. That shit is tiring. Usually I watch 2 performances and then get like 5 checkies with one member. But to be able to stand through 7 different performances, actually probably even more, like, you are insane in a good way. That's crazy. I don't have the stamina for that. Like, that's insane. And I'm really glad that you were able to experience it. And it's so worth it, right? Like, even if it's like really difficult and it's 8 hours long, when are you ever going to be able to do that again, right? Like, you were there at the right place at the right time. Really amazing experience, probably. So I'm really glad that you had fun. And I'm really glad that you were able to go. It is really a scary rabbit hole though, the idol. You guys think VTubers are parasocial? Holy shit, wait till you see idols in Japan. That's like that's like the real parasocial stuff, right? Like, that sometimes that shit gets crazy. It's like, oh, it's so good. So good. Seeing some of them live was so much better. No, I think a lot of the Chica idols especially are meant to like be seen live. I think it's completely a different experience, because if you watch them via like video, you're like, they're not really good at singing, and they're also like not really good at dancing. Like, why do people even like them? I don't get it. Because then you think about like K-pop idols, and K-pop idols are fucking perfect. They're so good at everything. You're like, I don't get, why do people like them? And then you go see them in person, and it's a completely different experience. First of all, the amount of like fan service that they do, like the fansa, right? That's where that song comes from. If you read the lyrics of the song, like a lot of those Honeywork songs are very much about like the idol experience, but the fansa that they do is like crazy. They will literally look at you straight in the fucking eyeballs and like wink or like smile or wave, and you're just like, holy shit. And the amount of energy that they're bringing to the stage is just completely different. Like, you see them dripping in sweat, their bangs are all fucked up, they're like they are there to make sure that you have a good time. It's like a completely different type of vibe. So it's I highly recommend being able to, if you are able to go, if you're in Japan. It's an incredible experience. So maybe thank you so much for the super chat. Going to be a family now. Merry Christmas to you and the Palcrays. Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a good time with your family. We are reaching like the 5:30 hour, which is like normally the time that people will probably have to start heading out if you are in PST to get dinner with your family. So if you do need to leave, no worries. Merry Christmas. Really appreciate you guys for stopping by in the first place. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, next one we have Mohinova. Thanks for being my Oshi. I hope I can keep following you for a long time to come. May 2025 be the best year ever too. I'm not sure what else I should say here, but I'm so glad I found you and have been along for this ride. Mohinova, you've been here since like the beginning essentially. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I feel like a lot of you guys have been here basically since the beginning, and it's pretty insane to think that it's been so long. 3 years now, right? Almost. So for some of you, maybe like you guys even knew me from before and all that stuff. So it's really crazy to think that, so much time has passed, right? I think the first time I streamed was in 2020. Maybe it was 2021? No, it was 2020 because I think I debuted as Lyra in 2021, right? No. I signed in No, I think I started in 2020 and then 2021 was when I signed on to BNU. So it's been pretty crazy that it's been that long. Not a day oneer, I'm a fake fan. No, absolutely not. I think even if you started watching me yesterday, it's like the same invaluable time that has been, like, I'm really appreciative that you guys are here. Definitely not less of a fan. I just think that like it does take a certain level of dedication to be a fan of something for a long time, no matter what it is. So for example, me as well, I am normally a big flip-flopper in fandoms. Like, I usually get into a fandom and then I'll get bored of it and then I'll go to something else, which is why I think Precure and Kamen Rider have really sat with me for a long time, because at least every season I'm getting something new. I don't really feel like I'm like beholden to the same one fandom, if that makes sense. I'm really not that kind of person that like likes one thing for a really, really, really long time. It's very rare. So like Rumi-chan, for example, she's like the complete opposite. She's very much like, she likes one thing and she likes that forever. Like her and then one of my other really good friends, both of them, for example, like a lot of like BL shippings. My other friend especially, she will like one BL ship for like 10 years. Like, it's insane the amount of dedication that she has to, like, when once she likes something, she just like sticks with it forever. I'm really not that kind of person, so it really does mean a lot to me that you guys have stuck around, if you guys have stuck around for a long time. So definitely not the type of brain that I have. I can't believe shipping has been around that long. Shipping has been around since anime has been around. Since anime has been around, really. I recently found you through the Girls Frontline 2 stream and have been enjoying the ride since. Oh, I really appreciate it. That was super recent. That, you know, honestly, I think if you are newer too, the barrier to entry is higher too, right? Because if you've been around forever, it's like, you know who I am, you've been here, you know the community, you recognize names. If you're newer, I definitely feel like there is that sense of like, oh shoot, like I'm not as much of a fan as everybody else. Everybody already knows each other. Like, I'm not gonna fit in here. Like, streamers not even gonna recognize me or care about me because I haven't been around. I don't even know the inside jokes. Like, I don't get this. I totally understand that feeling. And I really, really hope that none of the new Palcaries feel that way. I know for a fact that everybody who is here right now, all of these Palcaries that you see in chat, would be so open to just chatting with you and to welcoming you into the community. There's really no gatekeeping here. I'm super, super, super anti-gatekeep here. And I really, really hope that that doesn't make you feel like you're not welcome or that it's really difficult to fit in. I think the benefit of being a Palcary that I hope that I can give you guys, and something that I'm really like proud of the community for, is that I feel like we are very open. We have a lot of hobbies. There's a lot of different types of people here, and I think you'll be able to find somebody in this group that shares one or any of the hobbies that you have and that would love to like talk about it with you too. That was my huge intention of becoming a streamer, because I had all these hobbies. I had all these things that I liked. Like, I like Gundam, I like Kamen Rider. I don't know a lot of people who like these things, and I wanted a space to talk about stuff like that. So I really would like to encourage you guys to also do the same with each other. I really want this community to be that kind of safe space for if you like something that might be nerdy, like TCGs or something, and normally maybe you don't have a lot of friends who are into that you could come here and meet other people who feel the same way as you and also like share that sort of stuff. A big recommendation for me, for you, not for me, for you, is that please join the Discord. I think it's really hard to keep up relationships just through the chat. A lot of times the chat's talking to me mostly, which makes sense because it'd be weird if you guys were just having your own conversations in here. But the Discord is like super open. There is like a Lyra channel. There's also like other channels in there too if you want to talk about other different things. But there's a Lyra channel, and then if you're a member, there's like another member channel where you can talk to me. But you guys can always just talk to each other in the Lyra channel about whatever you want. And whatever like hobbies that you have, or if you're just looking for someone to play a game of Vanguard or Grand Archive with, you can always ask in there. I think for a while people were like even watching stuff together and whatnot, so you guys can go check that out there as well. I think it's discord.gg/ the letters V letter U N letter U, so VNU letter N. So you guys can go there and hang out and make friends with each other, hopefully. Good times playing Yu-Gi-Ohs with Palcaries. Yeah, so I hope you guys can really find some genuine friendships within the community. I think that's the thing about having such a small community. I feel like if you're like a fan of something as big as like Hololive or something, it's like such a large community. They have all these fan discords. They have all these like places where you can just like chat with other people and like hang out and stuff. But when you have something as small as like VNU, we're still a very, very like small space, and the communities are still pretty small. So it can definitely feel like a little bit more cliquey in a way too, because everyone already knows each other. Everyone's been around since the beginning, all that stuff. But I really hope that you guys don't feel that way. And I don't know if it's the same for anybody else's communities, but in my community at the very least, I want you to know that you're absolutely welcome here. And I know for a fact that no Palcaries will gatekeep you out, and would be happy to, if you don't get an inside joke, you can ask, and they would be more than happy to point you to where you can catch up, or like the clip that you need to watch in order to, you know, get the context for it. And like really, absolutely, I think everyone here is really nice. So do not be afraid. Welcome if you're new. I really appreciate you sticking around, because I do think, again, it takes a lot of guts to stick around too when you're already feeling a little bit of pressure of being like a new person or like an outsider, right? Anyway, sorry, we're just going on crazy tangents now. We only read like 5 messages and it's been 30 minutes. Okay, Reno, thank you so much for the message. Merry Christmas. It has been quite a year, but I'm happy that we can spend it with you. We don't know what the future holds for us, but I feel like no matter what, it'll be better when we are by each other's side, whether to laugh together or make each other smile. Thank you, Reno. I really appreciate it. If you guys don't know, Reno's also a super pivotal member of the community. Reno also volunteers to be a mod for the Discord, which is really, really helpful, and Reno has always been extremely generous and kind and very helpful with all the other Palcaries if they have questions and stuff too. So be sure to give Reno a thanks if you do see them around. Really appreciate you, Reno. Thank you so much for being here. I agree. It's definitely better when we're together. Yeah, I feel like that's been a big boon for this year for me as well. Evan is, hi Wheela, may your Christmas be filled with joy and happiness. Ooh woo. I'm looking forward to more Pokemon TCG streams in the future. Keep up the great work as always. We're always rooting for you, Evan. Thank you. You know, it's really interesting to hear when you guys are like really looking forward to a certain type of my streams. Because there are things like, for example, the Pokemon TCG streams are absolutely one of the lowest performing streams that I do. I do them because I like them. Actually, in general, most of my TCG streams are very low performing. So in terms of like statistics or like if staff looks at my numbers, like my TCG stuff does not do well at all. Man, thank you so much for the rain. Welcome, maidens. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas with an M-A-E. Merry Christmas. Let me have some water. Give me a second. Merry Christmas. Welcome, Raiders. I hope you guys had a wonderful stream. We're going through some Christmas messages right now. Even the TCG Pocket streams. Okay, so I think TCG Pocket was a little bit better because I had played it like very early on. I don't know if I played it again if it would still do well. I definitely do want to do another Pocket stream one of these days because especially with a new set, I want to check out what the new meta is, although I heard Celebi is Cancer, so I don't know. The last set was Cancer. What do you mean this set is Cancer? So it always does make me really happy to hear you guys like certain streams or you're looking forward to certain types of streams, especially when they are like not performing super well because of, like, again, a lot of those things are like not really meant for new people. It's really meant for you guys, right? That's why I even do like the versus members or versus like, you know, chat type of streams too. Those aren't meant for new people. It's like really very much meant for you guys specifically. Merry Christmas. I have a good rest of the stream. Thank you, Maeve. I hope you have a good rest of the stream and a good Christmas too. But yeah, but messages like this definitely make me feel like more happy and willing to do them in the future. I mean, I still do them. Even if they're not performing well, I generally still do them. I think the only time that I don't do things that perform well is like if I play a certain type of RPG or something like a story-based game and it's like really long and I feel like it's starting to drop, then I usually will just drop the game because it's like a commitment, right? Because if I keep doing it, I kind of have to just do it till the end. There's no point of me stopping in the middle. Rip Dona Dona. Okay, no, I do want to play Dona Dona though. That's different. I do want to play Dona Dona, so that's a little bit different. I wanted to see you finish FF and Armored Core. Okay, I feel like part of Armored Core, I had the same thing that happened in Elden Ring where I was like, I was enjoying it. I had a good time, but I think it was one of those things where I started feeling really like, and those type of games just tend to lend itself to this too. That kind of feeling of like, if I kind of want to play it in my own way, but if I don't play it a certain way, I feel like people get upset. And if people get upset, I don't want to play it anymore. Like with Elden Ring, how I didn't level basically, and then I fought against Margaret for like 6 hours straight. Like, that is definitely my type of game. Like, I like to just do whatever fuck I want, and then I get really stubborn about something, and I just start like whacking away at it for 6 hours straight. Like, that's all I'll do. But I know that really tilts certain people, so I don't really enjoy streaming those things. I think Souls games are not fantastic with backseating. Yeah, absolutely. Love Final Fantasy 16, but totally understand that it wasn't personally your vibe. I'm really sad about 16 because I really wanted to like it, and I think I was trying so hard to like Final Fantasy 16, but it was really difficult for me to get into. I think there were just so many layers of things I didn't like about it. I'm just not a big fan of ARPGs, first of all. I think that was the biggest thing. Second of all, I think if it was like a turn-based game, I would have been a little bit more forgiving. Second of all, the story was just not that good. The fact that I jokingly predicted, like, I think I said something like, God, it would be so bad if that person was that person. I hope it's not, because that's so obvious. Like, there's no way that it is. And then it was, and I was kind of like, all right, well, I think I lost a lot of like heart when that happened, of like, That's kind of boring in my opinion. Something that I did want to continue playing that I'm sad that I had like just dropped because of other stuff was Persona 3. I feel like I was actually finally getting into Persona 3, but also Persona 3 is much more my game because it's turn-based and all that stuff, right? So I was really enjoying Persona 3, but first of all, it was like starting to tank a little bit and I didn't want to like kill my channel entirely. The way that the algorithm works, by the way, which I'm sure you guys have kind of figured out after watching a lot of streamers, I'm sure you guys sort of know, and it's sort of just like basic logic, is if your streams start performing at a certain trajectory, so say that like your CCV or your view count starts dipping because you're doing a X type of stream, it actually just tanks your entire channel in general. And that's why you'll hear a lot of YouTubers saying stuff like, oh, it's killing my channel. Oh, it's like doing this. Basically, YouTube will stop recommending your stuff to other people because they realize like you're taking a downturn, right? So they'll realize that people don't want to, people haven't really been watching Lyra's streams anymore. She must not be doing well. I'm going to stop recommending her. That's what they'll do. Yeah. Did you say you like Advance Wars but couldn't play it on stream because of permissions? Correct. Advance Wars is a Nintendo game, and Nintendo game permissions are really difficult, so I cannot play on stream. I'm really fucking sad, by the way. I still think about this to this day, and I probably will just pick it up on my own. It's the Digimon... What the fuck was that game called? The Digimon Tactics game. What was that game called? Digimon Survive? Yeah, Survive! I really like that game! I can't believe I fucking saved over my save file or whatever it is that I did and then I wanted to kill myself. That was really unfortunate. But I think one of these days I'll just pick it up again and just on my own or something. Because I did really want to finish that game. Anyway, we gotta keep reading through these. We're gonna just sit here and yap forever. Paituri man, Merry Christmas, Wio. Stay hip, stay cool. Sprinkle in a bit of the ooh woo like the younglings do, but most important of all, stay moist. For we splash in the W's left and white. Show them Valhalla's light in this Christmas night. Thank you for the very cursed Christmas message. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the cursed energy that's in this. It's dripping with Riz for sure. What an oath for real. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Also really appreciate having you in the community. Thank you so much. Gives off Green Lantern vibes. The Wismas. Last Christmas I gave you my gat. Okay. Next we have Starfire. Lyra, thank you so much for an absolutely amazing year. I'm still very happy to be here after nearly 3 years, and I look forward to many more. Should I make this a little bit bigger? Can you guys read it okay? I'm going to probably do a little bit like this. Yeah. I'm still very happy to be here after nearly 3 years, and I look forward to many more. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and that you find happiness in the new year. Thank you! I hope we all find happiness in the new year. I think there's definitely things then next year that I'm planning that is kind of like a big... there are a couple things that are really big steps for me in terms of like I'm finally going to be able to do a big project that I've been wanting to do ever since I joined basically, and things that I've been so I'm working really hard to get some really cool stuff out for you guys. But there's also a couple like big changes that I have in the works that I'm really working on to just try to, you know, create a better experience for everybody, including myself, and finding kind of my own place in the world, if that doesn't sound too existential. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are, you know, there might be some changes or shifts that happen next year, but I hope you guys are understanding that it's really me doing my best, not only for myself, for what I think is best for myself, but also for you guys. So I hope you're looking forward to all the cool stuff next year. Lil Kev, thank you for streaming another year. Thank you. Thank you for being in chat another year. She's becoming PG-13. Oh no, it's happening. The truth is coming out. I'm gonna really go say so next year. I don't think I could ever do that, unfortunately. As much as I wish I could do that, I don't think that's actually possible. Nate, thank you so much for the message. Didn't you send a message earlier? Am I crazy? Oh no, it was Evan. Sorry, you guys have both real names that make me confuse them sometimes. Thank you for an amazing year. You helped through stress, projects, and tough times. A great source of procrastination that I always look forward to watching and being a part of the community that you created. You are always an absolute joy to watch and you're an inspiration. Here's to hoping that your next year is a great year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's, Lyra and Palcaries. Thank you for helping make the year a great one. Oh, thank you so much, Nate. I really, really, really appreciate it. 4-letter name confusion. Yeah, basically, yeah. Four-letter normal name confusion. It's like if your name is like something crazy, right? It's like always then I'm like, oh yeah, they're, I don't know, Dragon Fricker 69. Oh, I know Dragon Fricker 69, but when it's like a normal name, I'm like, oh yeah, shit, there's people with real names, I forgot. I really appreciate it. I hope I haven't contributed to too much procrastination, but I'm glad that you feel that I am someone worth being an inspiration to. That's really means a lot to me as well. I don't know in what way I could be inspiring, but I hope that it is in a positive way and not in like a, you know, Lyra has inspired me to talk about piss on Christmas, you know. I love Dragon Fricker 69. He's a pillar of the community. That guy's cool. It's my cousin. Yeah, exactly. What the Maeve? Thank you for always inspiring me and being such a cool senpai. Aw, Maeve, that's so sweet. Thanks for the raid earlier and thank you for the message. Thank you. Pixel says, Merry Christmas, Leora. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day as well. Thank you. Master has also sent a message here. I have sent too many messages over the last 3 years. I'm running out of things to say, but Leo love, you cheered me up when I was at a very low point a while ago and it really helped me out a lot. I can't thank you enough for that. Leo love and Merry Christmas. Master is another member of the mod team on the Discord. So Master was really one of the first kind of like, I don't know how to express this, but definitely like a pioneer of the community. I know that sounds a little weird, but I think Master was the first person to, and I don't want to like umbrella term too much because I'm sure many of you guys also felt this, but Master really treated us like a corpo. I know that sounds weird, but I think there were a lot of small corpos even now that don't really get this sort of member in the community that organizes things like birthday messages or like fan art. Like he's the one that initially created the Discord, like the Reddit and stuff, all that stuff. I feel like Master really was the first to treat VNU and the streamers as like real streamers. That sounds weird. I don't know how to really explain that besides I think there's a lot of small corpos that don't get treated like real companies. They get treated like indie groups essentially. And they really don't receive the same kind of community support that somewhere like Hololive or Nijisanji gets. And I think Master was the first to... And I don't know how to make this sound good without making it be like, he just threw a bunch of money at VNU. Because there was a lot of time and effort that came as well, not just money. But I do think part of it is, in a weird way, the money too. Like, Master treated us like we were worth... It sounds very strange when I'm saying it out loud, but I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to get at. Like, normally small corpos don't get commissioned big things or from big names. And I think Master from the get-go really like showed like, no, like I think VNU is like a big company. I'm going to treat VNU like anyone treats a big company. I'm going to get them like big fan art of like from big artists and like get them animations and like make them feel like a real corpo. And he really believed in what VNU was when really not a lot of people knew who we were or knew what we did. And I really do genuinely believe that we would not be recognized the same way initially, especially like maybe now it's like very different, and like I think a lot of the later gens have really popped off and kind of brought in their own stuff. But when it was just Gen 1, I think obviously things are very different now, but when it was just Gen 1, we were really nobodies. And it didn't help that like the staff didn't speak English. A lot of the girls didn't speak that much English. Like, there was just a lot of stuff on that side that, yeah, I think made it slightly difficult for us to kind of get our name for ourselves. And I really do believe that Master helped a lot of that. So big props to Master for that. All right, Red Sky Kai says, Merry Christmas. It sure has been a crazy year, huh? A lot has freaking happened, but I'm glad to have managed to have survived the year. I owe some of that to you. Your presence, be that in streams or seeing funny tweets or anything, have always made my days bright and fun. I love seeing you enjoy yourself when you play TCGs or getting embarrassed giving Sausage Man a little kiss. Not the Sausage Man kiss. I love how into it you get when karaoke streams happen, and I love going back and listening to covers when I need some music to distract me. I think I say this a lot, but I hope that life gives you just as much, if not more, happiness you've given all of us, because you are so deserving of it. Happy holidays, and I hope that I'm distracted at my own family Christmas party when you read this so I don't die of cringe. I'm not good at writing sappy messages. Aw, no, that's so sweet. Thank you so much, Red Sky Kai. I think Red Sky Kai was also a really big pillar in the very early community days, because Red Sky Kai was putting out like a lot of clips for us as well. And it was really, I feel like Red Sky Kai also made a ton of memes, a ton of like the regular memes that you see. And I feel like the community definitely has been shaped in a way by them. So definitely check out their YouTube channel. I think, like, for example, isn't the Chad Curry? Oh no, yeah. Is it Chad Curry? I think Red Sky Kai, didn't you make this Chad Curry? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a Chad Curry. I was like, is it something else? No, it's a Chad Curry. I'm pretty sure this one. Didn't you make that one? No? Okay, I'm getting confused. I thought you made no, you made some other memes. Who made the Chad Curry? Somebody else in the community made the Chad Curry. I can't remember now. No, I thought it was you for some reason. I'm getting confused. Let me have some water. Give me a second. I read you the story in Gartic Folk stream. You might be mixing it. I see. But you've also made other memes in the community, so I think that's why I'm getting confused. Her memory just isn't the same. It is not. My frontal lobe, like I said, too developed. But yeah, no, I really appreciate you. Appreciate all the work that you've put in as well. Now I feel like I have to call out every single person. I'm not gonna do it for every single person. I'm just it was the follow-up right after Masters. But a lot of people in this community have done very similar things. A lot of work has been put into the community to make it to be what it is. And even if you're just being here as like a member of the community, has been, like I said, a huge help. So thank you for the sweet. I feel like you have said this before, but like the idea of like, oh, I hope we can give back. And I think someone else said it too, like, as much as you've given us. Like, that's so insane to me, because I feel the exact same way. Like, every time I stream, it's like, I hope that I'm giving you guys as much as like you guys have given me, like, for sure. Because I feel like I don't give you guys enough. And I think that's kind of why the whole thing about the Christmas art and stuff, I was feeling really upset, because I actually had a bit of the funds in order to be able to commission something. And I was really excited to be able to give you guys something again. And I was really sad when I wasn't able to do that, because I feel like I've kind of haven't been able to give you guys as much, especially this year, in like, I guess more like, you know, types of like certain types of streams, or like even like entertainment. I feel like I'm not as funny recently, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it does make me really happy that you guys we kind of are thinking the same thing, right? So I hope you guys know that I really feel the exact same way, and that I always want to do best by you guys too, and I feel like I'm not doing enough. So don't ever feel like you guys aren't doing enough, because that is my line to say, you know, kochi no serifu, as they say in Japanese. TG Cleric, I like this cat snowman, by the way. It's very cute. Happy holidays, Lyra and Palgrees. This year is almost over. We all certainly have our ups and downs throughout, but I'm super happy we got to spend it together. I hope everyone's holiday season has been or will be filled with lots of love from family, friends, and silly possums online. Leroy, your content continues to be super fun and entertaining. I may not be able to catch every stream live, but as VODs, they're still a big part of the week I look forward to. You spoke recently about the term Oshi in regards to VTuber versus idol fans. Even if you don't believe me, I'm still proud to call you my kami Oshi because you and the community are a cut above the rest. A week early for New Year's resolutions, but I hope next year is fun of full of fun streams. Everyone is happy, healthy, and lastly, I hope we can get some TCG Palkyrie locals ongoing. Aw, thank you so much, TCG Cleric. I really appreciate it, and I am very proud to be able to be your Oshi. A huge honor, honestly, a huge honor. And I would love to get Palkyrie locals. It's hard because I think as soon as like I'm involved in it, it becomes a little bit of a more difficult thing. So it's something that unfortunately I feel like is best if it is organized within the community as opposed to me putting my hand in it. But I think it would be really cool if like eventually if there was a Palkyrie locals, if I was able to somehow like stream it or something, or have like a tournament for you guys to participate in. It's just hard because if the game doesn't have an online sim, I can't do it because I just can't risk having your guys' webcams on a stream just in case someone, you know, takes the P story a little too seriously. And then I get banned from all of YouTube. Although, you know what is really funny is that I feel like sometimes, do you guys ever do this when you like look something up on YouTube, something completely random, and you get like the most insane videos pop up? Like one time I just had like straight up like porn, and there's the other thing that it wasn't gore, but it was pretty, the thumbnail looked really gory. Like it was like, it's like one of those like medical videos, but it looked just really gory. And then I've seen thumbnails that look like it's just straight up porn. I mean, I don't know if it actually is. Like, if I click on it, will it actually be porn? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just like thumbnails that are the problem. But sometimes I'll just get these weird videos, and usually it's like in a language that I don't recognize. Like, I can't even read. It's like not in English. Or like not even in like English script, if that makes sense. And that sometimes that shit freaks me out. No, okay, I think the problem here is that sometimes I look up idol groups that are so small. A lot of times these really small idol groups have no videos on YouTube. So if I look up certain idol group names, if they have like an English name that's like 2 words, like, I don't know, like Water Knight, I'm looking at Meta Knight in my water, but like for example, if it's like Water Knight, I'll look up like Water Knight on YouTube, and it'll be like 2 videos, and it'll be all these like really weird videos instead, because videos of those girls don't exist at all. And yeah, it's really, really nasty. Anyway, sometimes I look at that shit and I'm like, okay, we get shit like that, and Kanna gets her ASMR flagged. Like, that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. But I think that, unfortunately, my guess is that a lot of the stuff, like Kanna stuff getting flagged, might be, like, people reporting her? Question mark? I'm assuming. It must be, right? Dionysus, Merry Christmas! I hope you're having a cozy time. Thank you, Dionysus. They're so sweet. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a cozy time as well. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for stopping by. Everyone go check out Dionysus. She's so cute. She has like the cutest voice in the whole fucking world. She's also in Mythos with Poseidon, who you know is a very good friend of our channel too. If you guys know my type, she has that exact voice, so go check her out. By Kanna, you mean the duck, right? Yeah, she had like an ASMR video flagged recently, and it's given her like a strike on her channel, so she doesn't want to upload any new ASMR stuff until it gets resolved, but it keeps not getting resolved. So I love your Christmas outfit, so cute. Thank you. It's a little unfortunate because they VTube Studio released a new feature where you can like move the assets to be in certain orders so that you can kind of like put it makes it look more believable. Let me show you guys what happens. It's pretty funny because I was like, oh, I'll try to put my hair out in front. But if I try to do that, it starts getting like, we're breaking immersion here. Oh, so my chin, my chin exits the scarf. So it looks a little bad. Normally this would be good, but because this one has a scarf, it looks kind of bad. So I've tucked away both my chin and my hair. A little bit of VTuber stuff for you guys, if you guys don't know how that normally goes. YouTube is really gutting hard after ASMR. Okay, to be fair, there are, as I've alluded to earlier, there are a lot of really sussy ASMR videos, but definitely Kanna's she's like the most say-so person ever. She's like so say-so. It's definitely not her video at all. I don't know. Just YouTube being YouTube as it usually is. But it's okay. I think YouTube is still safer than Twitch. I feel like Twitch is really gunning for VTubers. I think Twitch just hates VTubers. It's very strange. I don't really understand what Twitch has against VTubers, and they have just weird policies and stuff, and I don't know. I definitely don't complain about YouTube as much as normal people, because to me I feel like YouTube is just way better than Twitch in like almost every aspect. I prefer YouTube way more, so I would much rather not. I'd much rather be here than there, I suppose. So not complaining. I'm happy here. Please don't gun my channel down. Okay, next one is from Walpurgis. Thank you so much for the fun streams this year. I know your schedule has been tough, but I really appreciate everything you do for us and how wonderful a person you are. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. My schedule has been a little bit tough, but I appreciate more so that you guys have been understanding and really flexible with my own schedule. I know it's been a little bit crazy, but really appreciate that. Baden Lily without the A. Is this your new screen name? Mary Leo Must. Thank you for another year of everything you do. I know as a VTuber and an Idol fan, it probably gets frustrating hearing people misuse the term Oshi all the time. But even being mindful to say it correctly, I would still call you my Kami Oshi. I hope that I can do even more to support you in 2025 than I have so far. You guys are so silly. I know I've mentioned that term, but it's mostly because I'm not like frustrated. I think frustrated is like an overstatement a bit. I wouldn't say I'm frustrated. I just get a little bit like, I don't think people really understand what that is. So I don't get upset per se. It can be a little bit annoying, but I'm not annoyed at the people. I'm just annoyed that it's not like more well known, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But I really do appreciate it, and I do really appreciate you saying that. Yeah, Leo Mus, and also really appreciate you calling me your Kami Oshi. Means a lot. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Okay, from Hielo, Leoha, thank you for everything that you do, and I really enjoyed the time I've been a Palcry. Here's to another year, and I wish you the best. I wish you the best too. This ribbon is so cute. It's like kind of reminds me of like a Leora ribbon because of my wings, you know, the blue. I have a question, you guys. What is your guys' favorite color? Do you guys have a color you guys really like? I was talking about this with Ruby-chan, but I actually like, okay, so I really like the color pink, right? But I don't know if it's like my favorite color. I don't know if I have a favorite color. I feel like I like the color white. Does that count as a color? Hot pink, blue, purple, orange. Orange is a pretty rare one, I feel like. I feel like not a lot of people like orange. Ice yellow. What the hell is ice yellow? Like piss? What is ice yellow? I was thinking like ice blue. Like icy white. Like a kind of like a, you know, like a milky white almost. If I say Lyra's eyes are my favorite colors, it'll sound so fake and cringe, but it's true. The midpoint between silver and purple. It is kind of like a weird purpley, bluey, mauve. We're back to it's always piss. Here we go again. Like a cool yellow instead of a warm yellow. I see. I guess piss is more of like a warm yellow. Cool yellow, huh? Like a chick? Like a baby chicken kind of chick. Good thing our piss cycle is regular. No UTIs in chat for us today. Depends on the piss, to be honest. Oh, like piss after you've had some vitamins. Lyra always makes my innocent comments unsay so. Although I feel like piss after you've had vitamins is like almost green. It's like Shrek green, you know? I grew up really enjoying the fruit, so I guess I've created a positive association. You're like Nami from One Piece. Depends on how much water you drink. Yeah, it's wild. Have you guys heard about the thing where like if you eat asparagus, your pee smells bad? I don't think I've ever eaten that much asparagus enough for my pee to smell bad. Anyway. I didn't mean to make your comment unsafe, so I just couldn't think of anything icy, you know? I feel like this is what you mean, right? Like this yellow. It's like almost like a gold, closer to slightly green maybe, instead of an orangier yellow. I don't think you need to eat that much for it to smell. Maybe I just don't eat asparagus enough. Almost pastel. Okay. I think I know what you're getting at. Okay, next one is from Edwin. Merry Christmas, Lyra. I hope you're well. Just wanted to take this moment to send you some holiday cheer. I don't catch streams as often as I used to, but I wanted to say I've enjoyed your content and the wonderful, albeit sometimes crazy energy you bring. I hope this season brings you lots of joy and laughter. Thanks for all the hard work you've put into everything. I'm grateful for all the fun memories you've given me. Wishing you a happy holiday season and an amazing year ahead. Lyra Nuna Haiting. Thank you! I hope you've been doing okay with school. Edwin is another regular from a long time ago. I mentioned this in the other stream because I was really surprised that your membership was still ongoing, because I hadn't seen you in a while, so I thought maybe you had just been busy. I know last time you said that you were busy with school too, so hope school has been going well for you. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the very kind message. Thank you. Jetrix, can you guys pick the color of this thing, or is it based on this thing? Maybe it kind of does match. Maybe it's just based on your ornament. Jetrixon, thank you so much for the message. I like this little dog. It's like a Dalmatian. Thank you always for being yourself. I always enjoy whatever content you dish out, whether I can relate to much or not. Your delivery is what makes you so attractive. I mean, like how you draw people in. And not gonna lie, charismatic at times. And that's why I'm here, staying for quite a while, never change, and here's hoping for the bright years ahead of. What do you mean you don't relate to everything that I say? Everything that I say is completely relatable. Like the part where I talked about peeing in a cup. I'm sure you related to that 100%. Yeah. You're welcome. I know my delivery on peeing in a cup and shaking my vagina like a dog is definitely super attractive. Yeah. Yep. Talking about piss on my underwear. Yep. Good times. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much, Tetrixon. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Distract, thank you so much for the message. I like this ornament. I don't think I've seen anyone use this ornament yet. Thanks for all your hard work this year. It's been hectic, but seeing you stream always cheers me up. Things may still be busy, but you always brighten up this Palcarie's day. Your voice and laughter are a blessing, and I will never take the time you chose to share with us for granted. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a fantastic New Year filled with laughter and love. Aw, thank you. Crazy sentence to open stream on. Oh, just don't go back. Don't watch the beginning of the stream. Don't watch this VOD. Don't watch this VOD, by the way. This VOD is don't watch it. It's not worth watching. So boring. So nothing to see here. Absolutely. But anyway, Distractedly, thank you so much for the message. I really appreciate it. It's really sweet. As always, makes me happy to see you in chat as well. Thank you so much. Next is Micah. To my Oshi, thank you for making my year so much brighter, even in difficult times. I hope 2025 brings you lots of happiness and joy, just like your streams bring me. Aww. Like I said, very much right back at you. You guys also do not understand how much joy you guys bring me. If you guys were not in my chat, I would not be here probably. I feel like if you guys didn't chat as much as you did. I mean, I love the lurkers, don't get me wrong, but I do think you guys keep me going. It's really hard when you are a small streamer, and my heart goes out to anybody who has a either a really quiet chat or like is just a really small streamer and has a small community. Because I think for a really small community, you guys are very vocal. I don't think that, I mean, maybe it's just because I'm like a small corpo VTuber. I think that's pretty common with small corpo VTubers. But I think like in general, for the number of people that I have in stream, I actually have a lot of people in chat. And I think that the hardest thing as a streamer is having a dead chat. Like really, like actually it's the hardest thing. And it's so hard to keep a conversation going. It's so hard to make jokes. It's so hard to like do the thing that you do really well if nobody's in chat. I'm sorry for lurking. No, don't be sorry. I love lurkers. I love you guys for being here. Like really I do. It's just I think like especially in the smaller spaces, like anyone who's around like sub 100 CCV, it can get really quiet in chat. And I think when chat is empty or not moving for a really long time, it can be super disheartening and you feel like you're talking to a wall. And it can really, sometimes you really just wonder like, why am I doing this? Like why am I doing this? I'm just like talking to nobody. Like I'm just, you know, like I'm just like sitting here talking to myself. Like I must look really stupid. Like it's really difficult. So I do 100% appreciate anyone who is a frequent chatter. Again, I think it's totally fine to be a lurker. I'm a lurker too. And like I think lurkers are pulling so much weight in all of these communities. Absolutely. But I do think like, you know, it does help a lot when you are at this scale. Obviously, like, okay, so in my head, small streamers are like 200 CCV and lower, right? That's like a small stream. And then like really small streamers are like under 50, right? So like I guess super small streamers is like 0 to 50. Small-ish streamers are 50 to 200. And then anything, if you have over 200 CCV consistently to about like 500, you're pretty big. Like I would say that that's a lot of fucking people in a room to watch you. And I feel like sometimes I'll watch those streamers too. And I feel like our chat actually moves almost just as fast as those chats. And I'm really grateful for that. It's a huge blessing to be able to have an active chatting community. Again, not to like diminish any lurkers, because I think lurkers have their own, there's another part of importance to what they're doing too, 100%. Because if everybody chats, it's also a big problem, right? But I do think there's like a really, especially in this level of community, I really appreciate you guys being very vocal and stuff. It helps me a lot, and I think I would not be nearly as funny as you guys say that I am, or entertaining as you guys say that I am, if you guys were not like contributing to the conversation. So I'm only as funny as you guys allow me to be. I believe that. Next is from Joka. Happy holidays. Thank you for another year of Lyra and great fun. It's almost 9, so no time to ramble and revise. I just want you to know I really appreciate and cherish the time you share with us. If ever something is right or wrong or mildly inconvenient or a wonderful addition to your life and you choose to share, talk, rant, or vent about it, I will always care. I hope you've had an amazing holiday so far and that you can continue to smile to the new year and be and the next two, my dear Oshi. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. I know sometimes I just go on like venting sprees or ranting sprees, although I think the ranting, you guys find it funny, so it's okay. Venting, not so funny. Venting is kind of, honestly, it's something that I wish I did less. I think I have a hard time internally processing my emotions, and the way that I process my emotions is by verbalizing them, and then once I've verbalized it, I can release that emotion and not feel anything about it. But I'm trying to be better about that. Definitely a New Year's resolution for next year is like not venting so much about certain things. Ranting, on the other hand, is like fine because that's funny. But venting, yeah, a little sus, you know. Ha ha ha. Next we have Tomolurk. Happy holidays, Lyra and Palcries. I may not interact with streams often, but will always be thankful for the streams that I am able to catch. Wanted to share this and show off the first impressions I always get from Lyra streams. Merry Christmas. I think I saw this message. This is in the Palcries. I can't click on it because it's dangerous for me to click on stuff in this panel, but I believe this is the one that you had, the edit that you made of the Kokone art that you requested from her doodle. It's in the Palcries tag if you guys want to go on Twitter and check out the Palcries tag. It is very cute. It has like me thinking about like really dumb shit like Kamen Rider and TCGs and stuff like that. But I really appreciate you, Domo. I know you say you don't interact with streams often, but I feel like you do. Give yourself more credit. You definitely are here. I see you posting. I see you posting a bit, and I also see you, doing your membership messages and stuff too. So I really appreciate you being here. Never feel bad for not doing enough, because you guys being here is more than enough. GTT, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, Lyra and Palcries. Thank you for a year of wonderful streams, memories, and for being something to look forward to on the days you stream. You also got me back into TCGs, which has been great rediscovered joy, but also a burden on my wallet, for which you will receive a bill shortly. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Wishing you and the Palcries a fantastic holiday season and a wonderful year ahead. Oh, thank you. I'm really glad that you were able to get back into TCGs. It honestly is partially thanks to you guys too that I got back into TCGs as well. I feel like I was really out of it for a long time, so it is really been life-changing for me, and I hope that it's been life-changing for you to be back in this community. I feel like the TCG community has been really an incredible place to be. I found so many friends and relationships, and all of these things have been furthered or increased by my joy of TCGs lately. Like, a lot of my friends now play TCGs and we all just play together, and it's kind of created this sort of like communal thing for me and for other people. It's like a conversation starter. There's just like a lot of stuff that TCGs has done for me that has like positively impacted my life, and I hope that that'll be the same for you. Good luck to your wallet, 07. Well, thank you for the lovely message from Cups. Howdy. Thank you, Cups. I can't believe you would send me the same message that you sent Kokone yesterday. I'm just kidding, Cups. I'm just kidding, Cups. I really appreciate you. Cups has always been here. Cups has been here since day negative a billion. So really appreciate you and your presence in the community, and everything that you do for the community too. Cups has a really cool fight stick that has a bunch of Lyra art on it that is incredible. I believe they posted it on their Twitter, so go check that out if you'd like. Thank you, Cubs. Happy holidays. And we have Tenebre. Oh, I don't think anyone's used this ornament either. Merry Christmas, Lyra. I hope you are doing well this holiday season. You have made this year very enjoyable, and I hope that you are able to be as happy as you make me and other Palcries. May you be happy and successful in the coming year. Thank you, Tenebre. I really appreciate it. I know Tenebre also has been here for a really long time, and I really super appreciate you in the community. Thank you for being here too. I found Lyra because of Cubs. Hell yeah. From Marlon. Merry Christmas. It's Christmas and I'm just waking up now. It's 4 p.m. Guess I spent it a little too hard on Christmas Eve going into Christmas Day, so I hope this makes a deadline. Thank you for always being yourself and going for the things that you want to, even when the times and situations make things rough. It can be hard always pushing yourself through, so I'm glad you've been able to get some rest over time, but always remember to put yourself first, and that rest is important. I'm a yapper and I feel like I may just end up rambling at this point, so I'll keep the ending simple. Merry Christmas, Lyra. Thank you for being my Oshi, and here's to the future. Oh, thank you so much, Marlon. I hope you got some rest sleeping until 4 p.m. I also woke up at like 1 p.m. today. I was like, oh shit, I feel like I like waking from a coma, you know? But I did sleep kind of late yesterday. I think I slept at like 3:30 a.m. or so. But thank you also for always being yourself, and I really appreciate all of the kind words. I will do my best to, and I feel like I have been doing my best to prioritize myself lately, and I appreciate your guys' understanding and support for that. I think in like the last couple years I was really trying to push for stream first, and I think I've explained to you guys that I'm trying to like get my life back in order, and I've put a lot of like my friendships and relationships to the sidelines with other people to kind of put stream first, and that this year was a little bit of me putting myself and the people in my life, like IRL life, a little bit to the forefront more. And I really, really appreciate you guys being super understanding and respectful of that, and for also encouraging me to do those things too, because it is really important. As much as I love you guys and as much as I like hanging out with you guys, sometimes seeing people in real life is really important. Otherwise your brain kind of just starts spiraling. So it's been really good to be able to trust you guys, to because I think a lot of people are really afraid of going on breaks because they feel like their community will abandon them, or that they'll forget about them while they're gone. And I have never once felt that way. The only thing that I felt about going on breaks is, oh god, my YouTube channel is gonna tank because YouTube fucking kills me every time I go on a break. But besides that, I trust that you guys, you know, will be there when I return. And you know what's really funny? Most streamers, I would say that like 90% of streamers, if they go on a break, YouTube kills their channel and then they have to like build up the thing again. But I actually, for better or for worse, I don't think it matters when I go on break, because one, it's like always you guys like will always show up, and it doesn't ever feel like, sometimes the first stream back is better than the last stream that I had before. And I think a lot of it is because you guys show up to like welcome me back, and I really appreciate that. And then I think YouTube sees that and it goes like, oh shit, I guess our channel isn't dead. And so it's always been like really good to have that, and to feel like I really can, you know, take my own time. And, you know, this year I've been going a lot of business trips too, so to be able to take that time for myself, or to like do those things, has been really good and beneficial for me, for my mental health. I don't feel guilty. I feel like really good about doing stuff, and I'm always happy to like be back and be even more like re-energized actually when I'm back. I have more to like talk to you guys about. I have like more to like do things, and you know, I think part of it is like, for better or for worse, I don't think YouTube pushes me all that much from the get-go. Like I feel like most streams we actually don't even get that many new people. Most streams it's just you guys, and then if I get raiders, sometimes raiders, but I feel like most times raiders don't even stick around that much anyway, so it's literally just you guys. And I really, really appreciate that, for better or for worse. Des, thank you so much for the message. Merry Christmas. Another year of TCG goodness and good vibes. Hope you win in the Destiny Showdown. Oh, thank you so much. I really hope I win too, because I sure need it. The last Vanguard tournament was actually an incredible embarrassment. If anything goes as well as it did on Kokone's channel, I'd be happy, but I really doubt that it's gonna go that well. I will do my best to not show my ass this time though. From Eric to our Granny Lyra, thank you for being our Oshi. Thank you for being such an amazing person. I wasn't into VTubers when they were popping off, so I hopped on that train late, but if it wasn't for VNU Symphoria trailer, I wouldn't be here with you and the rest of Palcaries. Symphoria was my first proper group of VTubers that I saw debut, and oh boy, was it the best decision I could have made, because I'm still here 5 generations later. You have such an amazing community. Palcaries are kind to each other, helpful, and genuinely care for each other. Thanks to you and Kokone, I now have love for Gunpla. Thanks to you, I found other lovely VTubers, but at the end of the day, I will forever be loyal to our VNU girls. Thank you for being you. We sincerely appreciate and love you. Aww, thank you so much. I'm glad that I've taken a toll on everyone's wallets for Gunpla and TCGs. I apologize, but also you're welcome. Thank you, Eric, for the lovely message. I'm also really grateful that you added how you found us. That is really surprising, as always, to hear like how everyone came to find VNU. I hope you've been enjoying your Gunpla journey together with us. From Batsu, I'm catching up on the VNU Christmas Carol, and it made me remember those lore roleplay audios you did forever ago. You did so good as Lyra Nezer. Even the small number of lines as young Lyra Nezer worked, and it's a good thing because you're the star of this thing. I wouldn't say I'm the star. Serenity is the star. You're so consistent, so solid, and I mean that in the greatest compliment. You have so much of my respect. I'm sorry for being So quiet as a Palkry, but you deserve everything good that has come your way. Merry Christmas, Lyra. Hope you're having a brilliant new year as well. Do not be sorry, as I mentioned earlier. Don't be sorry at all. Serenity is definitely the star of the show. I am grateful that she gave me such a big role. I like told her when she was like, oh, you want to be like, I have you as Scrooge, and I was like, are you sure you want me as Scrooge? I was like, I am definitely like the worst voice actor. I don't think. She was like, no, like it's fine, you'll do great. And she was really sweet about it, even though I was like, I don't think I'll do your thing justice. So grateful to Serenity for believing in me. Definitely my voice acting has improved a lot since the very beginning. Those role play audios were very bad, so I'm glad that we have come a long way from that, at least. I think us voicing like the Nikkei streams and this and that, or doing all of the VN Universe episodes, have really trained me quite a bit more than before. So okay, wait, speaking of piss, I really gotta pee. Sorry, suddenly I really gotta pee. I'll be right back, chat, but I'm also gonna get more water. Because we've been chatting for 2.5 hours. I was like, oh man, I don't really have to pee that badly, but I think I now really have to pee. So I'm gonna don't forget to rate it. I'll do my best. I'm gonna pee. I'm gonna put this moldy fucking thing away because I'm staring at it. And everyone go pee. Let me know how your pee is. We'll be back in a little bit, and I'm gonna get more water. Get yourself some water too. Stay hydrated, chat. Be right back. Okay, chat, I have actually a question for you because I thought of this while I was peeing. But like, have you ever had it where, oh, my pee was fine, I don't know, 7 out of 10, I guess, is because I kind of had to pee, so it was better than just a normal pee. So for men, do you ever have it where you like pee and then you're like, shoot, I actually need a poop? Do you ever have that? Then what do? Do you have to like, you go in the urinal and you're like, ah, fuck, I'm already peeing, and then you go into the toilet then afterwards? Is that what you do? You stand and then you sit? You just hold it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. You just turn around. Wait, that's so funny. Pretty much. I just always sit. Typically just sit in general. I think they use a urinal too. Ew. What else can you do? Poop in your pants? Well, I was just wondering if it was like a weird thing to like pee in a urinal and then always also have to like sit afterwards or something. Never not sitting, I'm tired. But if you're sitting, do you have to like touch your pee-pee to like aim in? If you sit, do you have to aim your pee-pee or will it just like start spraying everywhere? No. You don't have to aim it. It just goes straight. Not usually. I see. If you're hard, that's another. Can you pee while you're hard? Depends on the bowl shape. Never had it. I've had the opposite. I usually pee while I poo. I see. Well, if it's cold, sometimes I can splash. It can splash on the thighs if I'm sitting. I see. You can, but it'll hurt. We can, yes. Is it easy? No, it's very difficult. I see. Do you flush after the pee but before the poo? Are you asking me? Or are you asking the men? If you're asking me, no, because they're kind of like, if I did that, I really don't like the like splash back, you know? Yeah, splash damage real. I really don't like public restrooms because they don't have like a lid, but like I usually flush after I close the lid and stuff. Yeah, I don't want to get pissed splashing on my ass. Me too. You pee and then you poo. It's like a two-step process then? I see. They don't have a lid? Yeah, a lot of public toilets don't have lids. They just have the seat and that's it. Maybe that's like an American thing. In America, a lot of our public toilets don't have lids. But yeah. Anyway, I see. I was curious because for girls, obviously you're already sitting, so it's not like it doesn't really change anything. You just pee and then you're like, oh shoot, I have to poop, and then you just do your business, you know? It's hard though. Okay, so I can talk about piss because I feel like piss is like chill because like like especially like if you read hentai and stuff, it's like really not that different from like anything normal in hentai. But like if you talk about poop, then sometimes you do attract weird people. Like 2 girls, 1 cup level weird people. I don't like that shit. That actually grosses me out. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I try to avoid talking about poop, even though I'm like pretty like chill about talking about it. Cause sometimes like Coconut and I will talk about it. Like you guys have heard us talk about poop, but I generally avoid talking about it on stream just in case. Just in case. This was a Christmas stream, right? Yes, yes, it is. It is a Christmas stream, yeah. What a thing to come into. Piss is normal in hentai. It is! Is it not? I love Christmas. The weirdest restroom was in France. It was a long trough for the urinal. Wait, really? That sounds crazy. Merry Pissmas, I guess. Well, normal. Yeah. I remember the clip where you asked her about the color. Yeah, and the smell. So it's very important, okay? Very important. Anyway. Next message. Oh, this is the last message. Wait, it's kind of cut off because it's the last one. Last one is from Patisse. Thank you, Patisse. Happy holidays, Leora. Not much of a Christmas celebrator anymore, but nonetheless, really enjoy spending my time with you and the rest of the Palqueries, whether that's nerding about Kamen Rider or going absolutely ballistic like that one time about apple juice. Hope to make more memories with you. Aw, thank you. Really appreciate it. I feel like we haven't talked about Kamen Rider Sumber a lot recently, and mostly it's because I haven't seen Gav. I need to go watch Gav. Well, let me go to the tree mode again. Tree. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Because the tree's so cute. Look at the tree. Look at that little tree. It's all decorated. Oh, we got a 4th tree. Oh, I guess these were the people that just added it. Oh wait, we have a couple that I think just got added. Maybe if I refresh the page. Oh yeah. From Blank. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, whoever you are. D'Angelo, thank you so much for the super chat. Ah, thank you, thank you. And Lottie, last one here. Hey Leo, I just want to say you're one of my favorite streamers. Even though I mostly lurk, I always try to catch your streams because I like your voice and your general vibes as a fellow pile of Dust 30 Plus gaming. I first found you from one of your own clips on your channel 1.5 years ago. I was like 15 years ago. 1.5 years ago about true friendship. Anyway, I love you platonically. Thank you so much. I love you platonically too. And this is a very cute ornament. I don't think I've seen anyone use that. It's still up. Unfortunately, I don't know how to close it, but that's the last we're going to read. We're not going to read any more. If you do have more that you want to send me, you can. I can't promise that I'll remember to read them, though. I'm going to have a little tree up here. Yay. Very cute. Thank you guys for filling that out. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys liked decorating the tree. I hope it was fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I mean, I don't have Maros open because I feel like, honestly, Maros and stuff, it's like, well, let me just put this away. It's kind of like what you guys were saying. It's like, after a while, you've already sent me so many messages. Like, what else is there to say? I also think Maros tend to open a space for a lot of bad actors. And while I wish I was immune from negative feedback, I'm definitely not. And, you know, like, I don't think anybody truly is immune from negative feedback. So I think I just would rather not give anyone a space to like talk shit, I guess. So I'm like, if you have something nice to say, a lot of times you guys will say it in the membership messages or in a super chat or in chat in general or in a comment or on Twitter. So I'm more than happy to just accept that for what it is. I know for some people they're like, oh, Lyra, why don't you do Maros, or, you know, whatever it is. I hope it's not too disappointing, but at the very least we have these little instances like Christmas or like, I think usually my birthday or the anniversary. Sometimes we'll do those. I kind of want to do like a Q&A stream one of these days too. I feel like I haven't done a Q&A stream in a while, and I feel like those are pretty fun. So you guys can ask me weird questions, or if you're curious about certain things, it's like a really fun place to like talk about that stuff. I've heard enough horror stories about Maros, so yeah. I think there's a lot of like girls that get bullied in their Maros, and I think people just feel like having that sort of anonymous space empowers them to like say just horrible shit to people, and I'm really not okay with that. So I'd rather not leave that space open. Anyway, we are approaching 6:30. So again, if you have to leave for dinner or anything, I do understand. No worries. It's getting too close to dinner time. I'll probably stream for like another 30 minutes. We can yap and hang out and stuff. And then I need to make dinner. Rumi-chan isn't super feeling well, so she actually didn't go see her family. So I'm gonna be making dinner for us. And I don't know what we're gonna eat. Oh, pasta. Oh, shoot. I should have defrosted. We have some steak in the freezer. I should have defrosted that and then had that with the pasta, but oh well. It is what it is. I'll just have the steak frozen. I'll just cook it frozen. And have some pasta. Am I weird for like not wanting to put ground pork in my pasta? Like, I just feel like ground pork isn't like a pasta thing. Is that weird? It just doesn't feel right for pasta. I don't know. I wish we had a cream pasta sauce because I feel like steak tastes really good with cream pasta sauce. But the problem is every time that I've tried to make any sort of like type of carbonara-y sauce, I just turn it into fucking scrambled eggs. Pork, I say beef. Exactly. I prefer ground beef in my tomato sauce too, but I only have ground pork in the freezer right now. Ground beef and pasta is good. Ground pork though, not my first choice. Right? I like ground pork in mabo tofu. Sometimes we make mabo tofu out of the package. Pork with pasta, maybe sausage, but not ground pork, right? Okay, so it's not just me. I just thought it was a little off, and I wasn't sure if I was just being weirdly picky or something. Just doesn't feel right for some reason. But I do like to use ground pork in mabo tofu. Very good. We usually just buy the like mabo tofu packs in the grocery store, and then I just make rice and then throw like tofu and ground pork in there, and it's pretty fast and good meal. But I'm trying to think what pasta sauce I have. I think I have some pasta sauce that's like a tomato base, and then I have so I got this pesto from Trader Joe's, but I didn't realize it was an olive pesto, and I don't like that. I think if it was just a regular pesto, I would have liked it, but it's like an olive pesto. I'm not a huge fan of olives. It's very olivey. How spicy do you make it? I don't make the sauce myself, so it's just whatever the package is. So the package that we usually get, there's two kinds. There's like a Szechuan one, and then there's just like a regular spicy one. Neither of them are like too spicy, but they're still pretty good. I use half beef and half pork for bolognese. Really? It's good to know. McRib season. Isn't it McRib season right now? Damn, I want a McRib. NK Mike, thank you so much for 10 months of membership. I realize it's been 10 months. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. That's crazy. 10 months is insane. Thank you so much. Pesto plus tomato sauce is good. Wait, what? You mix them? You mix them. Also, pretty night. Merry Christmas. Do you like it really spicy? I don't mind. So as you guys know, I like really spicy things, like in general. Like I love fire noodles and stuff, but I don't know if I prefer it spicy. Like it's fine if it's spicy and it's fine if it's not. You know what I'm saying? Sauce around here is usually made with beef, pork, and maybe veal. Oh, fancy. You can always add your own spice. I think I get worried about like adding stuff to packaged stuff sometimes, because I feel like it alters the flavor of it too much, and I am a basic bitch and I just don't like things being too crazy or fancy. McRib tastes the same as those Banquet frozen rib shaped patties. I don't think I've ever tried those, but I love the McRib. Like, I know that's crazy, but I really like that. I just wish there was like a less saucy version of the McRib. Do you think if I went to McDonald's and I asked them, can I get the McRib, but can I like not have as much sauce, they would do that for me? A friend introduced me to sambal and I've been throwing that on everything. Sambal? What's sambal? Sambal. Oh, it's like a chili crunch paste. Oh, I really like, I haven't had this one in particular, but I really like the, oh shoot, what is it called? What is the auntie on the, there's an auntie on the package. Chili crisp. Oh, laoganma. I love laoganma. Is it an auntie or is it a dude? I can't tell actually. Now it looks like a dude. I love laoganma. That chili crisp is so good. Put it on everything. I particularly like that with dumplings. I'll just like put dumplings. I'll boil dumplings and I'll put that. So I'll usually have like 5 dumplings or so. Put like the big dumplings and put the laoganma on it, and it's really good. That's like a perfect meal, like a perfect lunch, because I usually have a really light lunch and then I have like a bigger dinner. It's a really good like pre-stream snack. Sambal tastes more vinegary. Oh, I see. I actually got some chiri sauce from Trader Joe's, and it's really good. I put it on tacos once because I didn't have like salsa or hot sauce, and it was really good in the tacos. I made some like fajitas and had tacos, but I don't know where else to put it on. I'm a bit of a purist. I don't like putting sauce on my pizza besides like ranch. But I don't really know where to put the is it a churi Trader? Not chimichurri. No, maybe it's peri peri. Trader Joe's peri peri sauce. That's what it was. Sorry. Peri peri sauce. It's really tasty. I just don't know what to do with it besides put it on my fajitas. That stuff was made for roast chicken. Really? That I didn't know. You're supposed to just like dip it in there. That sounds good. I'm glad I ate out yesterday. I wasn't planning on eating out, but you guys convinced me to eat out, so I did, and it was so good. I haven't like ate out in a really long time, and I haven't had fried chicken in a really long time, so it was really, really good. And I think I would have been really sad if I didn't, because today I didn't get to eat out. Because today I have to cook of all days, so I'm glad I had a bit of food to eat yesterday. I hope you guys also eat something delicious as well. A ham breakfast burrito yesterday before work. That sounds good. I really like breakfast burritos too. It's one of my favorite foods. I just like breakfast food in general. Like I love omelets and I love scrambled eggs, and I don't love bacon, but I like bacon quite a bit. And I'm not a big fan of ham personally, but I'm eating Lifesaver gummies right now. Does that count? Fuck, I love Lifesaver gummies. Those are so good. Why are we cooking, Lyra? Because there's no food open today. And I'm trying to save money. Chicken fried steak to make? Oh, as like a breakfast food. I don't mind chicken fried steak, but definitely not my favorite. I like pancakes and waffles and stuff. I like kind of more like a light breakfast stuff. Handmade Christmas Peking duck today. Wow, that sounds amazing. I like making my own breakfast burritos and stuffing them full. I probably should do that too. I feel like they're not very difficult to make. I should just make breakfast burritos. Who doesn't like cooking? I don't really like cooking. I do it because I have to and because it saves so much money. But I am not a fan of cooking. I'm also not like super good at cooking. I wouldn't say I'm bad at cooking. I know people have been like, oh, Lyra, you should do a cooking stream. It'd be so funny because you'd be so bad. But I don't think I'm like bad at cooking. The only part that I'm really bad at cooking about is that I'm really impatient. So if I have to like leave something on the stove for a really long time, it's really difficult for me. I think it's like my ADHD. It's either I have to stare at it and it takes fucking forever, or I do something else and I forget about it and I burn it, which also happens a lot. So I don't know. I would say that cooking is not my favorite thing. But I don't know. It's what I gotta do to survive. I hate boiling water. It takes forever. It does take forever. Although my current place, the burner is pretty hot. So I feel like boiling water actually is faster than it was at my previous place. Honestly, if I had to just worry about cooking and nothing else, I'd be happy. God, yeah. And doing dishes, and you make so many dishes when you cook. It's so freaking horrible. I just read on my phone while I have to wait. So I'll do that and then I'll get bored, and then so I'll go watch a YouTube video and then I'll forget about it and then I'll burn something. Yeah. Cooking, I don't know. Cooking can be a little bit rough. That's why I have my Switch in the kitchen. You sit at your counter and wait. Oh, I see. I don't have like a little counter. I just have a kitchen, so I can't sit at my counter. So I sit in my living room instead, and then the time flies too fast. No timer for sipping. I should do that. That seems like the logical answer to do, but I do not. But yeah, maybe I should play my Switch. What do you play on your Switch? I feel like the thing about like Switch games, all the Switch games I have right now are really story based, so even if I start playing them, it'd be kind of hard to put down, you know? Maybe I should read manga. Well, manga's the same way. If I start reading manga, I like can't put it down. I should start reading the Pokemon Adventures manga that Pokepal gave me. Well, I started reading it already, but I gotta keep reading it because at least that is like I've already read it before, so I don't feel as bad putting it down. I really want to read more Faraway Is it Faraway Paladin? Why does it sound wrong? No, it's right. I want to read more Faraway Paladin. I was really vibing to that a while ago when I read it. I need to read more. I really want to read it. I just haven't had time. Faraway Palkyrie, so true. Read a chapter or two and then check on the food. Yeah, but then I'm going to want to keep reading more. Once I start, I can't be stopped. Maybe I could play Infinity Nikki in between because that's like a little bit easier to put down in the middle. I caught up to it, but it seems to be updating really slowly. Oh, I see. Well, it's okay. I think I'm caught up on all of the manga that I was reading, or most of it, and a lot of it, the authors are just like on hiatus or something. They haven't been updating, or the translators haven't been translating it. Are you gonna watch Red Ranger Isekai? Of course I am. It looks so good. I'm really excited. I've got to go have dinner. Have a Merry Christmas, Lyra and Palcrease. Goodbye, Waverly. Have a wonderful Christmas. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a lovely dinner. I know it's getting to be about dinner time for everybody. Just put a video or stream on usually how I deal with cooking. I should just take my iPad because I really don't use my iPad very much anymore. I should take that with me to the kitchen and just leave it in there and watch streams on there. But I think I'm worried about my iPad getting like dirty and oily and stuff if I leave it in the kitchen. Gonna have surf and turf. Holy shit, that sounds so good. Do you guys like lobsters? I feel like lobster is like really polarizing. Like some people really like lobster and then some people really don't like lobster. You know what I mean? It's like one of those foods that not everybody likes. Like for example, shrimp. Everyone who can eat shrimp basically likes shrimp. But lobster, I've realized more recently that not everybody likes lobster. Allergic to seafood, so no clue. Yeah, that's why I said anyone who can eat it. I feel like a lot of people have seafood allergies or restrictions. Lobsters are like bigger shrimps. I think they taste very different. Never had crab or lobster. Oh my gosh, I love crab. I am definitely in the camp of I like crab way more than I like lobster. Lobster's good, but I'd much rather eat crab or shrimp. Shrimp and crab is like far superior in my brain to lobster. Unfortunately, I lost my taste for lobster and shrimp. Crab is on thin ice. When you say lost your taste, what do you mean? Like you don't find it tasty anymore? King crab is greater than lobster, greater than other crab. Okay, I'm not sure if I can identify crabs individually, but I do really like crab. I'm the opposite. I prefer lobster over crab. That's interesting. I feel like definitely everybody has their preference. I think it's because lobster and crab both have a very strong taste, whereas shrimp, I don't think has a strong taste on its own, if that makes sense. It's more of like a texture thing. King crab are the huge, super spiny ones. Oh shit, those are so good. No longer tasty, yeah. I see. Could eat the hell out of some lobster mac and cheese right now, though. I love mac and cheese. I love mac and cheese. I would say that mac and cheese is probably one of my favorite foods because I am basic as hell. I even like fucking Kraft mac and cheese, except I think I talked about this on stream, but I hadn't had Kraft's mac and cheese in a really long time, and then I bought Kraft's mac and cheese and it had a bug in it. So then I bought another thing of Kraft's mac and cheese and it had another bug in it, like a dead bug, but a bug, like a really dried up dead bug, like a husk of a bug. So I haven't tried Kraft mac and cheese since then. Extra protein, is that why their protein count suddenly got higher? It was weird. I probably should have, like, I feel like if I had made some like social media posts at the time about it, they would have shipped me like a year's worth of Kraft mac and cheese or something if it had gotten enough likes or something. Have you tried the Trader Joe's box mac and cheese? I have not. Is it good? The thing is, I really like basic ass mac and cheese. I don't like it when it tastes too fancy. A year's worth still has bugs. That's true. It might have still had bugs in it. You're not wrong. Not the surprise protein. Yeah, it was not great. Since then I haven't purchased it. And I get a little bit like ick about bugs, so. Do you bake your mac and cheese or make it on the stove? Well, I don't make mac and cheese. I buy Kraft's mac and cheese and I will make that on the stove, yes. But my dad makes an amazing mac and cheese that he bakes. It's really fucking good. Actually, there's some in the fridge from Thanksgiving that I need to throw away because I think it's starting to grow mold. It's a pretty decent box of mac and cheese. Oh, okay. I'll have to try it. I'll have to try it. From Thanksgiving? Yeah, my fridge is a little cursed. There's a lot of things with mold in there that I probably need to toss out. There's also milk that's kind of expired that I'm scared to open, so I haven't opened it. But I need to open it. I can't even toss it as a whole because it's in a glass bottle and I have to return the glass bottle. But I'm scared if I open it, it's gonna be really stinky. And yeah, so I haven't opened. Yeah, why did you leave it? Well, it just was one of those things where I was like, oh, I'll get to it, and then you just never got around to it. What, you're acting like you don't get food with mold in your fridge? Isn't that normal? I just leave it in there and I just forget to eat it, or I just forget about it. Just donate the fridge to size. I do not know. You don't. Sometimes saving the planet isn't worth it. No, it's not saving the dollars. Yeah, I literally get like $5 back, so I have to take it back. That's not normal. I've never had mold in my fridge. Like, I usually get like cheese. If I buy cheese, my cheese always, I eat it until it gets mold. That's how I know it's bad, and then I throw away the cheese. And then like tortillas, I'll leave it in the fridge, and then eventually if it has mold, I'll throw it away and I won't eat it anymore. Is that not normal? Well, that's not normal. Visible mold isn't when it's bad. That's been bad for a while now. Well, like if it smells, then I won't eat it. Just eat the whole cheese before it goes bad. I just can't eat cheese that fast. This seems like a common VTuber thing. Well, I don't know. My roommate, she lives here too. She's not a VTuber. She's not a VTuber. She lives here too. It happens to both of us. It's normal. Please don't eat mold. We don't eat mold. When we see the mold, we throw it away. Freeze half the can you freeze cheese? She's a VTuber by proxy. Well, I'll tell her you said that. Yes, you can freeze cheese. Wait, I didn't know that. Do you have to defrost it before you use it then? You guys also taught me I could freeze bread. That was really helpful. How often do you see mold in your fridge? I plead the fifth. Eating around the mold is not okay. I don't do that! If it has mold, I toss it away. But I eat it until I see mold. And then I toss it. When's the last time you cleaned the fridge? I don't know. It's a good question. You could clean your fridge, right? Are you supposed to clean your fridge? Is that a thing that you're supposed to normally do? I don't know. I don't clean my fridge. Yes? How often are you supposed to clean your fridge? Like, what do you mean clean your fridge? You like empty out your entire fridge and you like wipe it down with Lysol wipes or something? Once a month? Every couple months? Every time there's mold? Really? Oh, you guys are very thorough. I am very not a thorough person. I don't know anybody who cleans their fridge that often. Just buy a new fridge. I live in an apartment building. It came with a fridge. Every few months, just wipe it down with wipes. If there's mold in the fridge, you don't clean it out, the spores will infect something else, and you guys gotta clean it. Buy a new apartment. Maybe you need the shower tutorial more than us. Isn't this normal? Because okay, Rumi-chan is like a very clean person. I would not admit that I'm not a clean person. I'm a very messy person, and I get shit here and there all the time, everywhere. But Rumi-chan is a really clean person, and her boyfriend is an even more clean person. And neither of them have ever suggested that we had to clean the fridge. So I'm assuming that that's normal. Like, they do stuff like wipe down, they like clean the oven really often, or the stovetop, which I don't really do that often. Like, I'll do it if it looks nasty, then I'll clean it. But they clean it pretty often, but I've never seen them or heard them or had them suggest to clean the fridge. They're probably cleaning the fridge for you? No, they don't clean it. I would know. I don't leave the house. I work from home. I don't leave the house. Ripley are dead by mold. Hey, I'm still alive now. I only clean if I spill something in there. Yeah, me too. I have so many questions. I can't believe you guys are all telling me that this is normal. This is why Lyra is at least 50% mold. The mold has taken over her. Maybe they clean it in the middle of the night. No, I'm awake in the middle of the night. The mold won't eat her. She'll eat the mold. Now I'm questioning if I'm the weird one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know that that was a normal thing. I mean, it sounds like a lot of you guys clean your fridges really often. I also have so much shit in my fridge. I didn't know that people clean their fridges that often. It would be so much work to take everything out of my fridge. Every month you deep clean everything? What the fuck? I do not do that. Once every roughly 2 months often? Yeah, that seems really often to me. How else would the fridge stay clean? Well, I thought because, I don't know how mold works. I thought because the mold is contained in a Tupperware that it wouldn't go to other things, you know? I thought that was like the logic of putting things in Tupperware containers or in Ziploc bags. It's like contained inside of the thing. I don't just like have open food in my fridge. The mold craves freedom. No, that's just to keep the air out so it lasts longer. Oh, I see. Milk should only be in the fridge for 5-ish days in a week is pushing it. I drink milk until it smells bad. And I sometimes drink milk really slowly, so... It depends on the milk. Yeah, I've definitely had some milk go bad faster than other milk. I pray for your health. I mean, that's fine. Smells the best. Smells bad is the best indicator. The mold will eventually break its way out of the Tupperware. I see. What kind of milk y'all have that lasts less than a week? That's what I'm saying! I switched to plant milks because I can't go through it fast. I wish I liked plant milk, honestly. Although I think if I started drinking plant milk, I might actually become lactose intolerant. You're immune maxing. An entire gallon of milk in a week? I usually buy the like pint of milk instead, which is why I usually get the glass milk, except I didn't get the glass milk this time. I just get my milk in like the smaller containers. Nut milk is good. Yeah, I just don't really like the flavor of it. I wish I liked like oat milk and stuff. I like the idea of it, and then every time I get a latte with oat milk at a fancy cafe, it tastes really bad. Boxed milk gang, or if you're Canadian, bagged milk gang. Depends on the smell. I had my fridge break down with milk in it, fluctuating temperatures, and it's still good for more than a week. I prefer soy in lattes. I should probably try soy as well. Thank God we have 1 liter milk bricks. Milk bricks. I'm Googling that. What the fuck is that? Milk brick. Okay, now I'm getting breast milk. I looked up brick, milk brick, and I just got a bunch of breast milk. Okay. Well, way to out yourself on stream, I guess. So that's where they're sourcing their milk. I mean, that's one alternative. Tried going almond milk for a few months. I hated how watered down it is. Yeah, I don't like almond milk either. But my roommate and her boyfriend really like almond milk. So we usually have almond milk in the house. Milk straight from the tap, I see. Milk carton is the more technical. Oh, milk carton. I haven't seen milk cartons in a while, too. Do you get skimmed milk? I like to get my milk 2%. I like 2% milk. Whole fat milk is a little too much. And then fat-free milk. I used to drink a lot of fat-free milk, but I don't really like the way that it tastes, so. Box milk comes in these brick-shaped cardboard boxes. I see. Hemp milk? Is that real? Anyway, it's 7! Uh-oh. I should probably get started on dinner because then otherwise Rumi-chan will not eat for a really long time. And she's, again, sick, so I don't want to make her wait too long to eat. I'm gonna go do some cooking. And I was gonna... This happened yesterday too. I was gonna stream again, but I think tonight I probably won't stream again. I think Rumi-chan wants to maybe try out Marvel Rivals. Have you guys played Marvel Rivals yet? I think Rumi-chan and I are gonna try it out. And we shall see, I mean, if she's still not, if she's feeling okay. I think she's feeling well enough right now, but she's still not feeling super good. Rivals has been a lot of fun. Really? Jeff is super fun. I'm really excited because I heard the supports are good, and you guys know me. I'm like, I love playing support. So I'm really excited to try it out. I've been wanting to play on stream. I've been trying to get a group of girls to play with me, but we haven't fully formed a team yet to play. But I'll be playing with Rumi-chan tonight, maybe just like on our own. Maybe asking our other friends if they want to play too. So we shall see. Yeah, I hope you guys had a good time today. I hope you guys, you know, especially if you were supposed to spend Christmas alone, I hope I gave you some comfort and companionship through a Christmas. I think the saddest Christmas is ones where you have to spend them by yourself. And if you guys are alone this Christmas and away from family and all that stuff, maybe hop in the Discord. There might be other Palkeries that also are alone this Christmas. Maybe you guys can play Marvel Rivals together. That would be fun. You guys can start a Marvel Rivals group and play. I don't know. Again, just super, I hope you guys can, I hope the gift that I can give you guys is the gift of friendship, not just with me, but also with each other. I hope you guys can find genuine friendships amongst yourselves too. I would, that would make me extremely happy too. Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, or a good night, or a good rest of your day even. Or if Christmas is over for you, I hope you have a good rest of your week and a happy new year. We will be streaming not tomorrow. I think we're streaming, I don't remember. Look at my schedule. my schedule this week got so fucked because I had put everything wrong on my calendar, and it's just been a whole clusterfuck. So please refer to my schedule for when I'm streaming, and then also follow me on Twitter for updates in regards to my streams too. So that's where I post all the stuff. Please join the Discord, discord.gg, the letters V, letter N, letter U. So it's going to be VNU, discord.gg/VNU. And you can hang out with other Palqueries and stuff. And if you're a member, you can link your membership and chat with me too. So anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. If you guys are bored, you guys can go rewatch the Christmas Carol or watch Summertime Record. That's on Amoria's channel. That has all of us in it as well. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you guys very soon. Lee Otsu, have a Merry Christmas. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.